Hey everybody, it says I'm live. Let's see, is it cooperating? Let's look over here. We're gonna try and do a little bit of a, I don't know, I feel like doing something today. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. There we go. It looks like I'm live over there, okay. Hopefully it's working for you guys. Let me see if I can fix the chat room. Hopefully the chat pops up now. How is everybody doing today? The chat is ready to display. Let's see if this thing's gonna work, guys. Been a while. What's up, Nagasaki? I guess it's working. I guess it's working. How's everybody? I don't know. I just got to itch up my butt and decided I'd do a little show today for y'all. So, you know. You guys like my new Keep America Great hat? Where'd I get that at? Where'd I get this one at? What's up, Ultimate Gamer? What's up, Jeannie Smith? Jeannie, how are you? Oh, I was just going to ask how you're feeling. You're feeling better. Everybody, if you don't know, and tell me if I'm too loud. But Jeannie got the awful shit, Dogford. Jeannie got the Rona. There we go. Got it. Damn, Donnie. Jeannie got the Rona. So everybody pray for Jeannie. I know how awful that is. It's not fun at all. So everybody pray for Jeannie. And what's up, Digga Warp? You guys see Panda in the background? Kind of. She's behind the chat. Let's see this moving. Panda! Say hi, Panda Bear. Hi, Panda Bear. Alright, guys. The volume is good. Great, now I can't read the chat again. What did I do here? There we go. It's working. Hey, where did... Somebody remind me, where the hell did I get this hat? Where did I get this hat? What event did I get this one in? I forget. Where was I? I'm not sure. Anyways, so has everybody been watching? I just heard a little bit of it. I was driving, and I found out, so I had to go check it out, about what's going on in Arizona. We can't really say too much. You know, YouTube likes to kick us off for stupid junk like that. But, you know, it is what it is. I also wanted to see how's everybody doing. I hope you guys had a good Memorial Day. What's up, Bruce? I just met Bruce in another... I was watching the Arizona stuff. My audio seems low. Okay, I can turn it up. How about now? Now it should be a lot louder. Let me turn it up down here, too. Yeah, definitely say a prayer for Jeannie. You know what? Let me open up Discord. Let's see if my... So, I'm still on the old Starlink. I'm waiting for some parts to come in. So hopefully the internet will be okay. You know, my internet's been so bad ever since I moved up here. Uh-oh, Brownie wants to say hi. Right there. Browners. Hold on. You know, Brownie, you gotta come say hi to everybody. Come on, Brownie. Come on. Come on. Come on. There you go. Brownie misses everybody, huh, Browners? You miss everybody? Yeah, you miss Donnie? You miss Drunk Uncle? Where's your buddy Drunk Uncle? He'll be in pretty soon. He'll be in there pretty soon. Yeah, I met Bruce over in PNN. My audio... Oh, that was... We already said that. So hopefully the audio's better. But yeah, everybody pray for Jeannie. She got the Rona. I know when I had it back in January, I got it at the Trump rally. Wasn't fun. Was not fun at all. But I also had a couple infections along with it. So, yeah. Rona sucks. But anyways, guys. So yeah, what do you guys think of about what's going on in Arizona? What do you guys think? You guys, what do you guys want to talk about tonight? I don't know. I just felt like an itch up my butt. Let's do a live show. I didn't do any research. I didn't do any news for you guys today. But yeah, you know what? Speaking of stuff, let me open up my email here. Today I got an email from the Veterans Administration over here in Fresno. For those of you that don't know, on Sunday, I took 10 pizzas and drinks over to the veterans at the long-term care facility at the Fresno VA hospital. We do this. I do this 4 times a year, and normally I get cards from our local third graders here. But thanks to the Rona, when the schools were closed down, I couldn't get any teachers to turn in their cards because they weren't seeing the kids. And now the kids are back in school. The two principals that helped me are no longer there. So I couldn't get any thank you cards for the veterans this time. But a good friend of mine, if you guys don't know Kate Speaks, Kate the Irish lady on Twitch, she is a homeschool mother. She homeschools her six kids, and we were texting on Sunday, and she asked what I did, and I was like, oh, I just came back from the VA hospital, and I told her about how I have an issue trying to find VA cards from kids. So I get these third grade kids to draw cards, say thank you for your service, stuff like that. And some of the veterans that are in there, I've been doing this for 12 years now, and some of the veterans have been there the whole time, right? And I felt bad. Like one of the veterans, I really like this guy. He's an awesome guy. He's been there the longest, and time for it to stay. Sorry, guys. This is what I hate about my internet. The damn internet cuts in and out. But anyway, so yeah, I was at the VA hospital, and this veteran thought I didn't like him anymore. And I'm like, you're still getting the stuff I bring, right? He's like, oh yeah, we get it, but you don't ever come talk to us anymore. And I explained to him how they wouldn't let me in, and he said, you know what, let me see if I can add you as on my family list. It was real nice, that the veterans don't just want the pizzas and the gifts I bring them. They want me to come in and talk to them, so that made me feel good. So, I appreciated that from the veterans, hearing that. You gave me a like for the Al Gore rhythm. We'll check back periodically. Oh, right on. Go do your modding. Go do your modding, buddy. My internet cuts out a lot. I'm still working on it. I'm up in the mountains now. But anyway, so the VA hospital sent me this little email. Let's see if I can share it with you guys. Why is Donnie barking? Donnie! Come on inside, Bubba's. Who is Donnie barking at? Where's the email from the VA? Oh yeah, by the way, I got it today. If you guys, so I put in a couple copyrights, to PBS and them, because they use my footage illegally. And you know what YouTube told me? They're like, we don't see them using your footage illegally. It's like, hello, I gave you the exact minutes. Oh, here we go. You guys know I really hate my internet when it does this all the time. Alright, hopefully you guys can see this. Am I live? It says I'm live. Hopefully I got live back in time. I'll wait a second for other people to come back in. Let me clean this up. Actually, I want you guys to see. I gotta let you guys see any of this stuff. Let me get rid of some emails here. There we go. Now you guys can't see the email addresses. There we go. You can still see one email address. We'll clean that up. There we go. Alright, so this is what I got from the VA hospital today. It says the pizza were due. Oh, wait, that's for me. Where was it? Let's see. Where is it? That's weird. I can't show it to you guys. Let me see. Well, I'm waiting for you guys to come up. Here we go. Alright, now I think I can put it up here. There we go. There we go. So this is from the Fresno VA hospital. Hopefully you guys are here. It says, good morning, Eddie. The residents were very happy. They wanted me to pass down their message and let you know that they are truly grateful and really appreciated the pizzas. So, the pizzas we delivered to the veterans on Sunday, they really appreciated it, and I enjoyed doing it. I love helping out the veterans. That's my big thing. We go help out the veterans. My dad was a veteran. My stepdad was a veteran. I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? Let me see. Let's see if I can open up Discord. And let's see if we can get Drunk Uncle in here. Let's see how badly this is going to mess up my internet stream. Let's see if it works. What's up, Falarana? How are you doing? Let's go into my voice channel. Video chat. Let's see if Drunk Uncle shows up. I'm the only one in there right now. Digglewarp, you should show up. Turn on camera. So we'll go from this to, let me go to a different scene. How's this one working? There we go. We'll get the Discord going. Somebody jump in the Discord with me. There's Drunk Uncle. Let's see if this will work for us. Of course, he's got to turn on his sound. Turn on his camera. Can you say something? Oh, shoot, I don't hear Drunk. Do you guys hear Drunk? Hold on. I don't hear him. Oh, we got Digglewarp in here, too. Alright, Digga, can you say something? Maybe it's on my end. It's been a while since we've done this. Let me go to voice. That's why. Input device. Turn on microphone. How about now? Can you guys talk for me?
Digga, are you listening to the TV?
Now I can hear Drunk.
There it is.
There we go. Now I can hear you guys.
Now Wow.
Alright, Digga, you're messing up on me.
Hat at?
Where'd you get that hat at, Drunk?
1776.shop.
Really? That's weird.
Interesting.
How come it doesn't have the PB in the center? You didn't want to get the one with the
Eddie,
PB?
it's your volume.
My volume. It's my volume?
Yeah, it's your volume. I can't hardly hear you, but I can hear
everybody.
Uh-oh, Snooki's
I
in
can
the
hear
house.
there's Snooks. I can hear Snooks.
Ah,
It's my volume.
hi.
There's Willow. We hear Willow.
Okay,
Hi, Willow.
let me fix...
Hi, Drunk. Hi, Handsome Eddie.
Hey,
Hi,
Snookies.
Chad. How y'all doing?
How about this? How do I sound now?
Oh
Can
my
you hear me now?
God. We haven't been on here in a long time.
Do you guys hear Eddie okay?
No, it's frozen and buffering right now.
No, you can't hear me?
He's not on me. I just don't hear him.
No, it's buffering.
Okay. Let me figure something out here.
It's frozen.
Testing, 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 testing. How about now? Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Can you hear me now? I guess not.
Still frozen and buffering.
No, he's.
You guys
he's
can't
still
hear me at all?
moving around.
Well, now it came.
Yeah, we don't even hear him. You can see him playing his day, just don't hear him.
Can't hear
No,
me?
I don't hear him.
Keep your clothes off,
Who? Me?
Eddie.
Oh,
Oh. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness.
You guys can't hear me at all?
I actually have on a long nightgown tonight. I just want to say I am not topless for a change.
I gotta watch it because I'm half topless.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Well, what's this? I want to see.
No,
I can't believe you guys
noticed
can't
his
hear
shit.
me.
What half is topless?
Can you guys hear me now?
No, I got one
Eddie
shirt on.
doesn't
That's
hear
all.
Can you guys hear me now?
You have on the daisy pasties?
No, still
Man, they
can't
can't
No.
hear me.
Oh,
Oh,
there
I can hear
are.
you
There
now.
you are.
Now you can hear me now?
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah.
Alright, there we go.
Uh,
Good. So now you can hear me.
Am I too loud?
You're always too loud, Snookies. Now you can't hear me again. Can you hear me?
Am I too loud?
Alright, let me go turn that setting back on.
No, you're okay.
Okay, thank you. That's what
Oh,
he
How
said.
about now? Can you hear me again now?
Yes.
Okay. I think I found the setting. It's been a while. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing?
I'm fireballs tonight.
You're doing fireballs tonight?
I'm fireball.
Yeah.
No Carvazier
Uh-oh.
for Snookies?
No, no cognac tonight. I've gotten to where I love
Yeah,
Fireball.
everybody's frozen now.
Everybody's frozen now, Willow? Uh-oh. So,
I'm not. I'm moving around my
let me
chair.
turn this down a little bit. I don't like you guys hearing all this
Yeah.
stuff. Hey, so I'm actually gonna be in trouble tonight because look what they have. Look what they had at Costco. Can you guys see it?
I can't see it on the screen,
Oh,
honey.
yeah.
You've got all the settings going on the screen.
The settings should be off by now. Oh, you're
That's
30
cool.
seconds delayed. No,
No.
look in Discord.
There you go.
It's
Well,
you know
I'm
the
looking
Thin
at the
Mints.
screen.
Oh, pretzels.
These are Thin Mint pretzels. These things are
Did
delicious.
you also know Girl Scout is doing makeup now, too?
What now?
Girl Scouts is selling makeup now.
No way.
Oh, they are?
Yeah.
That's weird.
That's what I thought that was going to show us.
No.
Hey, drunk, have you said anything?
Drunk Uncle. What?
Anything?
There you go.
Oh. Okay.
Donald J.
Thank
Trump
you.
has to get his little cameo in here today too. Huh, Donnie?
There's the little fella. There's that little fella.
Okay. Well, I just wanted to come on and say hello for a second. I'm gonna be leaving, but I love y'all.
Well, you said a whole
See
lot
ya.
more than hello, Snookies.
How about it?
Oh,
No,
well,
Snooks, you're good.
Now we love you too, Snookies.
I love y'all too. I may be back. You never know.
Is that a threat or a warning?
Probably a warning.
Probably a warning. Okay. We'll be careful. We'll be careful.
Okay. Toodaloos. Let me get out of
Toodaloo,
there.
motherfucker. Remember that? I don't know.
Tatas.
Who's
Tatas.
seen that movie? Drunk Uncle knows what movie that is, I think, even though he doesn't watch movies.
I don't know, but I recognize the shirt, too.
This shirt?
Yeah.
Or drunk shirt? Oh. He's all proud boyed out.
Yeah, I wore it to class tonight. I even got a compliment from one of the owners.
Yeah, but you know what? There's still one thing he'll never be able to get. And it's unfortunate.
Oh, Perry.
No, you can't get one of these.
Oh. I couldn't be a proud boy anyway because I'm going to hit first. So I can never be a proud boy. But I still support them.
Yeah, you gotta have a little self-restraint. You can't hit first. You gotta let the unfortunately you gotta let Antifa hit you first. Whoa, Digga, look at that. Ba 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 boom.
So
Yes. Hey, kids.
I couldn't even put head first and then wait for him to swing and then just start.
One of the number one rules as a Proud Boy is you cannot swing first.
Yeah.
You cannot
what I
swing
heard.
first.
And that's what I told Coach because I think for a second they thought I was a proud boy. I'm not a proud boy because I can't agree to the number one rule.
Well, that's not the number one rule, but that's one of the main rules.
Well, one of the main rules.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the number one rule
But
is
I
God and
like
country
one of their
first.
other rules. Yeah. Yeah. And women, their wives.
Yeah, you take care of your wives.
My wife's doing just fine. She has no complaints.
She got no complaints. She's a real
That's-
quiet one, isn't she?
Yeah. Ain't that right? That's what I thought.
You're supposed to be looking right. You're supposed to be looking at this, drunk. This is your wife.
I got 2 wives.
Hey. Oh my goodness, you guys. Oh my goodness. What happened? What do you?
What are we sending out there, are we? Oh, what's that? You
I was just wondering, can
You can kind of
got
see
some
your.
bruise in there, or is that color?
No, he's getting his
Yeah,
butt kicked by his
I think-
coach.
I think basically rug burn on my face. Look at the top of my feet.
I don't want to look at the top of your feet.
Well, you can't.
Oh wow.
Oh my gosh!
That's why he changed his name to
You need to put
Jiu-Jitsu.
some-
Yeah.
You know, they say if you put a spoon on a bruise, that helps.
Those are cuts. Or
Oh, they're
scrape.
cut. That
Yeah.
black one too is the cut. Oh my god.
He's
Yeah,
getting his ass kicked by his coworker.
No, she's been focusing on boxing and Muay Thai, so
What's up,
I've
Real
been
Nunya?
training with the same guy for probably the past like 2 weeks, and he's right at my weight. But you're on that mat, and it's kind of coarse, and you really have to like slide your feet like pretty hard because you got like trap an arm down and pin it down with your knee. And,
Oh, okay.
like I think my pinkies. See how the pinky swole? I got caught in the
Wow.
gi. But better remember when my finger was all
What's up,
jacked
Biden?
up and down like 6 months ago? It hurts. I think it's just jammed. But
All right, drunk uncle. So
only one submission tonight, which I'm kind of disappointed. I didn't get submitted though. I haven't been submitted in 2 or 3 weeks.
yeah, 2 or 3 weeks ago, he didn't just get submitted. His coach freaking knocked him out. What do you call it when you pass? He passed out. His coach strangled or hit the right point right here. Drunk uncle.
Oh yeah, put a chokehold on him.
Yeah, I got put to sleep.
All right, drunk.
Well, I
So
mean,
it
I
didn't
did-
work last night. So I'm gonna take 2.
I told you.
The only thing it did was keep me up all night. But I did think of a lot of good ideas for shows. I got a new kind of medicine I'm trying, folks. Did you know that there's certain places in California where you can buy mushrooms legally? And I'm not talking about the mushrooms, that you put in gravy. I'm talking about the mushrooms that you get a little excited with.
Cybacillin or
Cybacillin,
whatever
something
it's
like
called.
that. So in California, you can legally go. I walked into a store and I bought this. It is a candy filled with magic mushrooms. You know how you get like I have my edibles for marijuana because that's legal here in California too. This is an edible for magic mushrooms.
Nice.
Yeah.
Wish we had those here.
It actually, I didn't feel weird last night when I took it, but I did feel pain free. So you know what? I want to keep trying it because they're saying shrooms, if you do what's called microdosing, it helps deal with your pain, and it also helps build your mind. Like all the operations I've had, they give you all like Demerol and morphine, and that stuff really messes with your head. This is supposed to help rebuild the connections. Doesn't hurt to try it,
And
right?
Your body.
the few people that I know that microdose, they said that they don't get as frustrated as quickly or angry as quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps level out your mood or whatever.
Yeah, so it's
When
a
you're
new
tripping-
thing. It's called microdosing, right? So you don't take enough of it to where you get a high. If you take small amounts, all it does, it just enhances your mind. You don't get high, you don't get psycho, it gives you more power of your brain. You can use more power of your brain, supposedly. So,
Did you ever try that one, Mackenzie?
the one what?
I sent to you? Oh, I was asking Daywork if she ever took one of those that I gave her.
Yeah.
That I sent you.
Hey, well, you're
Yeah,
not...
I had a couple.
Oh, how'd they work? Strong?
I went to bed.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, did you send her some edibles, Willow?
Yeah, I sure did.
Nice.
They were too
See,
strong
the thing
for
is,
me.
I can't sleep past 3 hours. I don't know what it is. Bam, I'm wide awake when I wake up, and I try to go back to sleep. I cannot go back to sleep.
Even with the edibles on weed?
Even with the edible, even with that strong stuff she gave me, I'm still right back up.
Each.
How many?
10.
Oh, that's why. Digga, you got 10 milligrams, or 10 milligrams is nothing.
Digga,
do you
y'all
want?
maybe
lot.
see will work.
Heck, when I eat my
CBD,
edible
yeah,
cookies,
something.
I take at least 100 milligrams. At least 100.
We don't get all that crap down here like y'all get up there.
Yeah, well, California, we got the best weed you can get anywhere. Black pill. So did you try it, black pill? Just curious.
And
Yeah, CBN. It's
Explain it.
pretty sedative.
Really?
oh,
Say what? One more time.
Yeah.
so that's similar in the realm of something like the mushroom stuff, or in that realm.
Well, I'm just thinking of something that'll help you sleep for longer.
Yeah,
Yeah. Try CBN.
CBN.
What's that?
Okay.
So that's new. I've tried. I tried. What did I try? I tried THCO. That's what I'm talking about. THCO and P.
Yeah. I don't know where CBN falls in the realm of like potency, but CBN, I don't know, like 6 to 8 months ago. And so I tried it, you know, I'm also drinking, doing all my other stuff, and I felt fine. And as soon as I got up, it was just like I went to the bathroom and having to hold the walls. Just
Really?
And
Oh,
yeah.
Let me turn on my Bluetooth. You know what?
so you think they sell that down here? Because
If you-
I've never seen that in these vape stores down here.
You can buy it online. I'm
Yeah.
sure.
They might have it, but it might not be like when we have CBN. It's just kind of like it's not something that most people come in and specifically ask for. So
Okay.
if you come for it, I'd be like, oh yeah, I think I got some somewhere. But mostly, you know, if you can get Delta 8 and all that good stuff where you're at, then just inquire about it. Maybe they can order it for you or something. You can vape it or you can use it as a tincture. I used it as a tincture whenever I tried it, and I had a hangover the next day.
So speaking of tinctures,
What's a tincture?
You like put it under your tongue like oil. You put it under
Yes.
your tongue.
Oh, I always wondered what that meant. Honestly, I never knew.
so the other day when I came back in the town, guys, my allergies were really bad, and it was late at night. I had no access to allergy medication, so I'm like, well, you know, I was gonna take a whole bunch of my weed, and the only weed I could find was this stuff that I have here, and it's not a tincture. It's it is a tincture, but it's supposed to be. You add a couple drops of this to like water or soda or something, you know, so you can drink it. And so I was itching so bad that I needed help, right? So I just took a big swig of this. I probably drank half of it. Well, I slept for like 3 days straight. What I forgot about this stuff is that I got here. It's just one bottle is 120 doses. So I drank half a bottle, which is 60 doses. I wasn't itching anymore though.
No, I bet not.
Hey, so while we have a lot of the normal people on here, you know, the people in here are people that are here all the time. If you guys don't know or haven't heard this, the FBI about 2 weeks ago, right before I went to Graw's house in Tulsa and to see Steven Crowder, the FBI returned a couple cameras. And in these cameras were SD cards. And on one of them, I have a full 360 video from on top of the Capitol. So I'm trying to get it out there. What do you guys think? I don't think anybody's gonna take the bait and wants to buy it off of me. I'm thinking about just, you know, putting the whole.
Don't give it up. Don't give it up for shit.
No, but what I'm.
Don't give it up for
Here's
shit.
what I'm asking. You mean like don't let anybody see it, or don't do it for free?
Yeah, I mean, keep it under wraps, because the more you keep it under wraps, the more people are gonna want to see it.
Well, that's what I mean. So what I'm thinking about this. What do you guys think if I put the video together, and then I put it on YouTube, but if you want to watch it, you got to pay a fee.
Right.
What do you guys think about that?
I like it.
Now, my question for you guys is, you know me, I hate asking for money. What do you guys think I should charge for it? Is the question. And here, so I'm gonna show you guys. So I'm only gonna show you from my phone, so it doesn't mess up. But look, so this is some of the stuff that's on there. Wait.
Among Us.
So this is 360-degree video. See how I can spin the camera all the way around? I can look all the way down. I can look all the way around. So I have
Yeah, because
almost
this video that
nobody has this video.
other than people that watched it that night and was following you around are the only ones that really seen. But most of us forgot
didn't.
anyways.
Nobody saw this video. So this was when I was on top of the Capitol when
That's what I'm saying.
they were signal jamming us, right? So I filmed this with my 360 camera. Nobody back then was using 360 cameras. I was one of the only people. So when you look, wherever you move your phone, it's gonna be like you're looking with you're there. It's virtual reality. Does everybody? Hold on, we're going back live. Yeah, we're live again. What would you do, Drunk?
Okay.
I would make like about a minute clip of like highlights type.
Yeah.
Something pretty solid where you're gonna send it. I've got 3 places in mind to send it to see if they want. Because I mean, if you want to put it out there and charge money for it, I mean, you need to get it out to more than just the people that watch your show. So you're gonna need some exposure. So I'd say the Daily Wire. I don't know if they would be with it. Blaze. But if you really want to go with, you might not make as or reach as many people. But I would say reach out to Salty Cracker. I mean, he's got pretty good exposure.
Yeah.
See, but he's on Rumble. I don't think on Rumble you can do 360 footage yet. That's the problem.
he. I mean, I'm talking about for maybe getting the word.
Oh, to promote it.
You know, hey, I'll give you 10 or 15% of the cut. Because he's got like 15,000 people watching him at one time.
Yeah.
So more exposure. You can give up some money to make a lot more money.
After YouTube takes their 30%. What's up, Don Break? Yeah. I did send it to Gavin McInnes's assistant. I don't know if you guys has anybody here watch Gavin McInnes show? What is it? Get Off My Lawn.
Oh, you really did? He's gonna do a live show coming up.
He is?
Yeah. Censored TV or something?
Yeah. So
this is live. This is live. This ain't gonna be on TV or anything. It's gonna be down in Detroit or something like that. He's doing a whole thing that he's gonna sit there and talk about from the beginning of when he started everything and how it started everything.
Yeah. Well, See, I've been on Get Off My Lawn like once or twice, because I do know Gavin. I don't have his phone number, but I talked to his assistant Ryan. You guys ever watch the show? Ryan, his little Asian sidekick that runs the show for him, and he didn't respond. So I don't know.
Yeah, I used to have a censored TV subscription, but I wasn't watching it that often.
Yeah.
So I don't even use my Mug Club.
And then a clip to Crowder.
Yeah, you know what? I sent it to Crowder. Never check. There's no way to send something to Crowder. He doesn't check emails. He doesn't check.
Well, you don't send it directly to him. You send it to somebody in his staff.
Yeah.
Well, that's why
and say, would you be interested in wanting to do a piece on this?
Well, you know what I was thinking, honestly? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Drunk.
To send it to Blaze, because Crowder is under the Blaze umbrella.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, what I was thinking about is just drive. So I found the address to his office. I know exactly where his office. I even looked it up on Google Maps, and it matches the footage. Like, if you see how sometimes they do shows outside of their office, it actually matches up. So I know it's really his office. So I was thinking about just driving over there, showing up one day.
Oh, sure, I get shot at, right?
Hey, you know me. I'm not afraid. I just go run up and, I just run up there and freaking. I'm not afraid to go say hi to people. I'll walk right into his fucking office. You guys should know me by now.
No, what you call it? They'll see you and say, "Oh, I remember that kid. I remember that kid."
Dave Landau. Yeah, he might.
Yeah.
He might. Don Break says I need to tag on Instagram and get likes. Yeah. I also TikTok. I gotta start learning how to do TikTok. Get everyone to see it on their Instagram. The only problem is this: on Instagram, they don't have 360 footage. So I got to figure out a way to I guess maybe I'll just show them what it looks like in 360, even though they can't use 360 on their own on Instagram.
Yeah, and then you edit it to, because I mean, if I highly doubt, just thinking off the top of my head, I don't know of many people that release like a 360 like documentary.
Nobody does.
So, but 360 footage has been around, so there must be there can't be. I mean, there might be 5, 6, cool things going around you at one time, but you might want to just. Even though you got the 360 footage, get all where you want it to be.
Oh, you guys can't see it. Bring Donnie. Yeah, Donnie.
Yeah, but usually with 360, like in selling homes and stuff like that,
yeah,
you can stop it and go and move it around any way you want. So, that's the benefit of the 360. That if somebody recognizes something or sees something that'll benefit the patriots and us conservatives and shit, then bam, they can focus in on that and stop right there. And
here's the only dilemma I have, and so you guys tell me what you guys think. So this footage is 360, right? I'm on top of the Capitol. What, 50, 60,000 people all around me? Do you know how long it would take me to edit to blur everybody's freaking face out? Like, do I blur everybody's face out? I mean, that'll take me 2 years to blur everybody's face out.
That's why you contact Daily Wire or Blaze and let them, if they're interested,
Yeah. All right, hold on a second. So Don's asking what footage I'm talking about.
We'll
show it to Don. I'm up on a higher level. Let's see. Hold on. Let me find it. Which one is it? So Don.
How cool it would be that.
I mean, and I can even zoom in. I can zoom out. This is me on top of the Capitol, January 6th. I have 360-degree footage. They lifted me up and my scooter up to a higher level, so now I'm up one level higher. Like, if you look, watch, it'll show them. They're lifting me over the barriers right now. There's a famous picture of me sitting right here up against this wall. See them? They're helping me get over the wall right now. They just carried me over. So I have 2.5 hours of 360 footage on top of the Capitol.
And you could do like some cool like Matrix stuff, like right before something happened, you could like pause it and pause.
Well, nothing bad happened. So I watched. I remember this. Nothing bad happened on this footage. This was after they broke in. It was after everybody was taken out of the Capitol. This was just us on the outside. You know what all it is? It's a whole bunch of 80-year-old Asian ladies singing "God Bless America." It's a whole bunch of freaking, every race, creed, and every race, creed, color, and age of person on top of the Capitol singing the national anthem. That's what it is. Nobody's doing anything wrong in this video, right? But what will be good about it is, so like Digga said, you can stop it and go second by second. So this is a 30 frame per second camera times 360 different degrees. So that means 360 pictures times 30 times a second. So if you really wanted to look for Antifa and agitators, you could turn it around and you could try and look for, like, Digga. She's like, Eddie, go find Ray Epps in that video, right? Wasn't that you, Digga, or was that Willow that told me to go find Ray Epps? Right?
Me.
How did I get it back from the FBI? So here's the story. About 2 weeks ago, the FBI called me up and they're like, hey, Eddie, you gave us permission to share all your footage with the lawyers of Rufio and Joe Biggs. Now, Enrique wants your footage, and what's the guy that broke the Dominic Pizzola, right? Dominic Pizzola. They're like, they want the footage too. And I said, you know what? I said, what am I gonna get out of it? I was gonna give it to him anyways, right? Because I'm helping out patriots. But I figured I'd try. I'm like, what can I get out of it? They're like, well, what do you want? And I said, give me my cameras back. So they gave me like 4 or 5 cameras, and the SD cards were still in the cameras. All of them were empty because I'm really good about downloading all my cameras. But for some reason, this one camera, I didn't download the footage. So that's how I found this footage. And get this, the best part of all is, so Joe Biggs' lawyer has been asking me for months, Eddie, can you find this footage? And I couldn't find it anywhere. And the FBI weren't giving it to him. Well, guess what? The footage he's been asking for me for months was on the camera, and I already sent it over to him.
I can't wait.
Oh, yeah. So, and if you guys don't know, in August 18th, I have to be in D.C. to testify. I am testifying on behalf of the defense. And according to Rufio's lawyer, according to Joe Biggs' lawyer, my footage is what's going to get them out of jail. So all you people that are out there saying I got people arrested, well, you know what? I'm getting them out of jail.
That's right.
But no, so that's how I got my footage back.
Oh, asshole.
Don says you have photos of Antifa trying to burn a bunch of shit until the tear gas on the steps. Oh yeah, speaking of that, so on this footage, you can see that the bombs are going off in front of me, like the tear gas bombs. I got all that on this 360 footage. It's pretty freaking crazy. So anyways, but to make a long story short, I told him yes, Enrique can have the footage, and so can, I don't know, I've never met Dominic, as far as I know. I don't think I've met him. I don't know. But I was like, yeah, give it to Enrique. But I put in a stipulation though. So they have my full hard drives. And if you guys don't know, I got divorced because my wife was cheating on me. And I actually had video footage of her cheating on me. She sent footage to other people on the internet, like a dumbass, and left them on her phone when she gave me the phone back when I kicked her out of the house. So I saved it because I thought I might need it in court. So there's that kind of footage on my hard drives. And I said, look, I don't want Enrique and other people to see that footage. I said, so you can give them any footage from January 5th to January 7th. So that's what they're doing. So.
Well, if they've been in jail this whole time, they might want to see that.
Even I don't want to see.
You asshole.
Even I don't want to see my ex-wife naked. She was. You know how they say when you fall in love, you get married for the love and not for what the person looks like. Yeah, that was one of these. I was in love with the person, not what they look like.
But on a serious note, I really think that they're gonna probably try to make a martyr out of Spazzo.
Yeah.
I mean, just because
no, it's not him.
Busted in the window.
He's not the one they're trying to make the martyr out of. They're trying to make the martyr. They're trying to make the martyr out of Rufio and Joe Biggs. They're saying they ran everything. It was their idea. Now here's what I
can just see the media. I was gonna say I can just see the media spinning it and like saying Spazzo is some sort of like very high ranking within the organization where I don't know, like when I first seen him and I brought him up to you and you were like, I have no idea who that guy is.
I honestly don't know who Spazzo. I may have met him maybe at Westfest or somewhere, cross paths, but I didn't know who he was until I saw the video from January 6th. But so, from the lawyers, they're telling me that they're trying to make Joe Biggs and Rufio the martyrs. That's why they're still in jail. That's why they won't let them out. Because they're saying they planned it. Now, here's the other thing that the lawyers told me, though, too. So here's what their main defense is. I don't know if I guess I can say it. It's no big deal. What they want me there for is to show my footage, because as we're walking, you'll hear Rufio say, all right, guys, we need to stop and take pictures for the news. We need to stop and take pictures for the press. Now, if we had planned on going in and storming the Capitol, if we had planned it, do you think we'd really be stopping and taking pictures for the fucking news in the clothes that we're wearing? Right? We didn't plan that shit. No one planned it. Antifa planned it, not us. So, I mean,
They're still getting away with shit.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, Black Pill. I heard that. I heard Villain had that footage, but we'll never get to see it because his family won't let it be out. What's up, Lillian? Ryan says I got the goods. Maybe. Oh, I love my calendar. Look, it says first day of the LGBTQ plus Pride Month tomorrow.
What?
So here's, I don't have a problem with that, but did you know veterans don't have a month? Shouldn't veterans at least have a fucking? We get well. They say October is the or November's the month, but no, it really isn't. We have Veterans Day November 11th. That's it. You don't get a whole entire freaking month. What's up, Cajun Cat King? Right? So, I don't know. How about they use the red ropes in the... I know. Like Don's talking about the red ropes. So all these people wanted to destroy the Capitol and break stuff, but yet they wouldn't walk past just a red velvet rope? No, they weren't there to destroy shit. Most of those people went in there. Like, you know what? If say I had been there at the top when the doors opened up, my dumb ass would have gone in. I would have been like, whoa, check this out. This is cool. Right? I wouldn't have broken anything, but I would have...
I'd have done the same thing. I'd have walked right in. If them doors were open, everybody's walking in, I'd have freaking walked right in too. I wouldn't have given a shit.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean, come on.
That's why I'm pretty glad I wasn't there, because I told Eddie, I was like, I wouldn't have known any better. Like, because if you look at it, it seems like there was two different scenarios playing out that day.
Yeah.
Almost like...
Hopefully we didn't lose you guys.
Seems still be going.
Oh, does it? Okay, cool. No, but I mean, seriously, if I had been up there, I totally would have gone in. Now, here's another point, though, too. If anybody doesn't know this, a couple weeks ago, 2 people were let out of jail because of the fact that they're like, look at the cops. The cops are saying, come on in, guys. Just come on in, right? The cops let you in.
But why isn't anybody else using that? That's what I don't understand. Or are they using it in that since they haven't gone out into the courtroom yet, they can't say anything? Is that the deal? I mean...
you know, I don't know, to be honest with you. And you know, different judges are going to act differently, too. So, it could be different judges.
But then again, it does seem like there were 2 different scenarios playing out. So the people out there were like, break this stuff. Yeah, they're that. On the other side, let them in. You know, that's they're an agent of that building, and they opened it up and said, "Okay."
Well, now Steven Crowder made a great point.
Here's what I want to know. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Eddie.
No, go for it. I'll remember. You go for it.
All right, but what I want to know is why were there so many officers committed suicide?
They got Clintoned.
It wasn't that violent of a, you know, I mean, it was violent, yeah, but it wasn't to you're gonna go and commit suicide over.
Yeah, I mean, think about it.
I heard through the grapevine that it was possibly cover-ups because they knew stuff.
I think so too. And here's why I'm going to agree with you.
But,
So look at it this way.
It's another rumor, you know.
The FBI wanted me to give them my footage. I said no. Fuck you. It's my footage. I'm a journalist. I don't have to give it to you. I got to protect the right of my sources, you know. Even though I filmed it myself, right? And so what did they do? They raided my house. And then ABC 30 News, they went and did a story, and they, you know, I talked about the event. So what they did is like, oh, he mentions this. Okay, let's pretend to ask him a question. So if you watched the video the day before, you can realize I did an interview with ABC 30, but they made it look like I interviewed with them. So everybody thinks I'm a traitor and I'm ratting people out and shit like that, right? I've gotten death threats. I get death threats all the fucking time. You don't see me committing suicide. I think I have more of a reason to commit suicide than those fucking cops did, right?
Yeah.
It's got to be a cover-up.
It even video chatted with you while you were sitting in the airport.
Yeah, I think we did, didn't we?
Yeah.
So that's what we need to look into is why did these cops commit suicide? You know?
Exactly.
Well, why are you so quiet?
And why was there
No,
so many National Guard there when they were told to have a National Guard there?
Yeah, I didn't see any National Guard there when I
I
was
think
there.
they knew it was gonna come out eventually, and they were all in on it.
Yeah, because look at how much harder they're getting on us now. You know, I mean, we're just never. I can't even say it. I mean, they've come up with every excuse to come after us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like Biden just said, there's a lot of Ray-ups in the crowd even the night before. If you guys don't remember, I was right in the front row the night before at the concert where Alex Jones spoke, where freaking, oh my gosh, Bryson Gray sung a song. We had freaking Colonel, oh my gosh, what's his name? Who's the main military guy for Trump?
Gary's names? No.
No, what was his name? But anyway,
Well, he was there.
yeah. So
the band.
I have 360 footage from that night too that the FBI still has. I bet you we could find a lot of Ray-ups in my video footage if I watched the video from the night before.
Oh, you know it. Shit, yeah.
Look for John Sullivan
I
too.
want to find that son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no doubt. But I think you do on the one part when you were on that one street. And Will and all of them were all standing around, and it was
1 second, Will.
cops on one side, and everybody on the other side.
What, when I was there, I don't know, the street. What, are you talking about?
Yeah.
On January, the day of January 6th. Michael Flynn, thank you, Andy.
Yeah, the day.
Now, what were you saying, Willow? I can barely hear you. Can you tell me what you were saying again? Let me turn you up. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, turn her up a little bit.
There we go. Willow, what were you saying now?
I thought she was talking to somebody else. I think she might be talking to her.
You're breaking up so much I couldn't understand anything.
Oh.
I was just... Which part?
Oh, I thought you were
Sorry,
talking about
I can't
something.
hardly breathe.
Uh-oh, what's wrong? Are you alright?
Yeah, y'all are breaking up.
We're breaking up. Am I breaking up to you guys? Is it my internet or is it
just pass me up here.
I think it's hers.
You think it's hers?
I think it's hers.
Oh no, I'm good. No, I'm still sick, but you guys are breaking up, and I couldn't understand what you were asking me.
Oh.
You were talking, and I wasn't sure what you were saying, so.
I missed it.
Oh well, we'll figure it out later on.
I suck.
Hold on, I think Donnie's stuck. Donnie, come on.
Is that you coughing?
Oh, I was just saying, you know, that whole shit about Ray Epps.
Yeah, she's cutting out.
Yeah.
I would look for John Sullivan, and if you can find John Sullivan, mention exactly who he's talking to, because he's either trying to convince somebody to do something, or he's talking to other Antifas.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Hold on a second, guys. I gotta use the restroom, so you guys handle it.
Conveniently, always around somebody that was videotaping, so he got. Oh.
Right, and this girl.
Yeah, her name is Judy. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, piece of shit.
Have you ever seen that interview that I can't remember his name. It was from PT News. Now he's a real big guy.
Hold on, I gotta go check on Donnie.
Not Adam. Maybe Steve.
Oh,
Steve
no.
Oakley or something.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
Is he the oh shoot, I think I know who you're talking about. He changed his name before. He used to just follow all the Trump stuff around and all the Antifa and stuff. Is that who you're talking about? He used to live down here in Florida and he moved up north somewhere.
You talking about John Sullivan or Steve Oakley?
Oh Jesus Christ! Now you put another name in there. Thanks.
No. I'm trying. I guess it may have clipped out. So, John Sullivan, Antifa, he was there. The girl holding the camera is the one that got the footage of Ashley Babbitt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, as soon as you said that.
Yeah. So Steve Oakley, he's with PT News.
Hello, Anna. How are you doing?
And he interview with him maybe 2 weeks afterwards. It was like calling him out on all his shit. And if you can find that interview, it's a very good one to watch.
Here, you guys want to
It's
see me
like
get kicked
Steve-
off?
last little bit like brings John Sullivan's brother on, and John Sullivan's brother's like a big Patriot guy, and
Yeah,
like they
Steve.
won't even talk, and like John Sullivan just like ended the call like as soon as his brother got on there.
Here, you guys want to see Eddie get kicked off of YouTube really quickly? Let me see.
Okay.
Hold on, not that one, not that one. I'll do this one. This shirt, this is the shirt I got from Steven Crowder. This is the one that Steven Crowder got kicked off for. I got one of the last ones.
Oh.
That when I got to go
And
meet
that was
Steven
one of
Crowder.
the shirts.
Huh?
That was one of the shirts I wanted, but I could not wear that to work.
Yeah. And you know what, Drunk? I was looking for your shirt. I was gonna show. I don't know where I put your shirt. And then
No!
I got this one too. I always like this one. I don't know why I like the baseball shirts, so I got this one.
Yeah, I like baseball style.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, anyways. So, has anybody watched what's going on today in Arizona? I was out all day, so I didn't get to see much of it.
What am I missing about Arizona?
And so in
I
Arizona,
had it for about 5-6 days.
Carrie Lake,
yeah,
first of all.
they're doing some stuff. They're trying to pass some bills. I didn't hear what the bills were for because I got here too late. But they're something about the election, and we won't say too much about it. But you know,
Well, I maybe have seen a headline or a title that they may have stumbled across some more shenanigans. But
Yeah,
I
that's a
thought
good
that
word for
wasn't
it.
in there. I don't know. I thought it was somewhere else. I don't know.
oh my gosh, guys, these are addicting. Don't go to Costco because they come in these big ass bags. They're Girl Scout cookie. You know the Thin Mints? They're the Thin Mints,
Yeah.
but they're pretzels.
Oh my god.
Addicting.
Well, you got them at Costco? Shoot.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I gotta go all the way on the other end of freaking.
And
All the way over.
your Costco might not even have one. Yeah, Anna followed me over, so I was watching the Arizona stuff because Don mentioned it, and so I went to this new channel that I went to. Oh my gosh, it's PPP. Why can't I think of the name right now? Anna know it. Anna, and I was watching their show, and I just, you know me, I can't keep my mouth shut. Huh? No, not Puppies, Ponies, Ponies and Patriots. Not them. It's a Patriot News Network or something like that. Is it Patriot News Network? Sorry, my brain's freezing. As soon as Anna mentions it, we'll share their stuff.
Ain't that Mr. Green's site?
No, it's not Mr. Green. No. It's a different one. They had like 60,000 subscribers. Mr. Green isn't up that high yet. What are you doing, Drunk?
Oh,
CBD on, man. My joint hurt.
Dawn says she makes good Thin Mints. I bet she does. She's gonna have to show.
we thought you were greasing up for us, Drunk.
Yeah. Well, it is pretty greasy.
Donnie.
Well, we already got a nipple out of you, so hell.
Oh, there you go.
Oh
Boom.
God, not another.
So Bruce said there's still just a lot of no action.
Motherfuckers.
Basically,
I'm sorry.
you can cuss on this channel. No. Basically, what it is. So they had a couple of the people from 2000 Mules. It wasn't the director, Danush. It was the two people that gathered all the information. So they were
Greg
speaking in front of
Sullivan
the
and
committee.
Catherine Engelbrecht.
Yes,
Yeah.
they were speaking. They were speaking in front of a committee today, and they're talking about starting a bill.
Yeah.
I don't know what the bill is, so I'm not going to talk about it. But some kind of bill for election integrity.
Yeah.
And while we're on that, folks, don't mail in your ballot. Walk in there, take your ballot that they've mailed you, take it with you, so you know who you want to vote for. Do your research. Don't just vote for somebody because they have an R in front of them, or a D, whichever way you go. Do your freaking research. Do you know how many rhinos we have? And if you don't know what a rhino is, it's a Republican in name only. Do your research. See how they vote. Make sure they vote in the way that you like. And you know what? If you're a Republican, but there's a Democrat out there that votes in the way you like, you guys may get mad at me, but I voted for Democrats in the past. I vote for the best candidate. But I do my research.
How I vote.
Trust but verify.
Right? Yeah.
Yep. Trust but
You know what I wish they would change, and probably a lot of people would be on board for this. But it would relieve a lot of questions for people, and this may already be a thing. I don't know. I would like to be able to, within a couple hours of after me casting my ballot, I should be able to get online, put in my information, and see what I submitted.
You're supposed to, yes. You're supposed to.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a website you get on your state.
Well, I tried to do
Supposed
that.
to be able to.
It would tell me, like, it wouldn't tell me who I voted for, but it would say what I was registered as and what kind of ballot I had. Because when I was in college, I guess I done like 2 absentee ballots because I was 5 hours away. But I don't think you could click on it and say, okay, you voted for this person, this person, this person, this person, and you can go down and make sure, because, I mean, things can be hacked. I used to be a little hacker whenever I was young.
Look, it's
You
Marielle.
flip one thing, it would just be nice to know that your ballot was counted and processed in a way that that, like, hey, no, I definitely didn't do that.
Yeah. Now, here's the problem. In California, it'll show you that your ballot was received and when, but I don't think it tells you who you voted for. And that's what I don't like. I wish it would tell you who you voted for so you can make sure nobody checks something else on you.
And
That's
maybe
how Ohio is too.
That's how Ohio is?
Crowder got
Yeah.
I hope.
ballots.
Hi,
to,
Digga.
Who do we lose? Oh, we lost Willow. By the way, guys, so we do have some new people on here today. If you want to come to our Discord chat, you can always jump in with us. We don't mind. You don't have to show your face like
Hi,
Willow's.
new people.
But so this is Digga She's, you think I'm a crazy cripple? She's a real crazy cripple. Because she walks around, she doesn't go anywhere. She doesn't go anywhere without a fucking gun on her side. We're in Las Vegas.
Oh, shush. Oh, shush.
And
Don't
her
give
husband.
out my secrets already, damn it.
And her husband's pretty scary. You don't want to piss off her husband. Then to her, let's see, on the screen, right, the guy with the laurels on his hat, that's Drunk Uncle. Or what's your new name? Jiu-Jitsu? Your new name is Jiu-Jitsu? Then the young lady below, Drunk, is on here, but y'all know her as Hope. She changes her name every 3 months. You haven't changed in a while, so I'm waiting on it.
I haven't changed it in a while.
And then
But
Willow.
I could go on Twitch and be completely different too.
Oh yes, she her names are different wherever she goes. Did you see my new treat that I got, Hope? Did you see the Thin Mint Girl Scout cookie pretzels?
That's disgusting.
How dare you? Never mind.
Mint and chocolate do not go together, Eddie.
Men and chocolate. Oh, they say it's buffering. Men and chocolate don't go together.
Mint and chocolate.
Oh, mint. I was gonna say men and chocolate definitely go together. Haven't you? You haven't experienced life yet, unless you've. Wait a minute. I shouldn't. I said that totally wrong, didn't I?
Wait a minute.
People.
There you go. Put your foot about that one, Eddie.
People of the opposite sex and chocolate
There you
are
go.
amazing.
There you go.
There you go.
That was a close call.
Yeah. I don't care what you do in your private lives. You can like people of the same sex. That's your own deal. But just keep it out of my face, and I don't care. I don't go that way. I like looking at God's gift to us men, which are the beautiful ladies that He has provided us. Who is the lady on the lower right? This is the lovely Hope Arising. She's our church gal. I always make fun of her for being the church gal. Let's see.
You do.
Get
Yeah.
your lady.
And Bruce and Anna both came from PNN today. I went on there, when I got home, and I just wanted to hear about what's going on in Arizona, and I went to their channel, and so we found some new people today. What's up, James Winter? You guys know I like the ladies. Come on.
You got one, Eddie.
I don't have a lady.
No, you got that one over there.
Yeah,
Drunk uncle?
you did.
No. That one all the way over there. She's a block over from me.
Do I have a girlfriend in Florida that I don't know about?
You dipsquat, I'm talking about Mama Hen over there. Oh my God.
Willow?
Introduce Willow, will ya?
Oh, well, you're pointing this way. Willow is this way.
No, with me, she's that way.
Well, hey, what you two have on the side are your own deal, okay? So I
Chick.
freaking no, but yeah, no, and I'm sorry, I did forget Willow because Willow's been so quiet today because Willow's not feeling good. Everybody, say a prayer for Willow. But this is my lovely friend Willow, and her husband Trade for Trump is somewhere around her. Willow tells everybody if anything happens to me, she's taking Donnie. She gets first dibs on Donnie.
I get Brownie and the other one.
My stepdad gets Brownie. Wait a minute, you get the other one. You don't even know her name. What you want the other one, but you don't know her name. What's her name?
Oh, shoot.
I'm sorry, I do, but I forget all the time.
Say her name. Say her name.
I forget.
Brownie.
Their name.
Come here, Brownie. Panda
I
Bear.
forgot.
Her name. She looks like a panda. Her name is Panda Bear. How hard is it to remember Panda Bear?
I'm sorry.
Ah, Panda Bear.
And I even know people named Panda, and I still don't remember.
And of course, Brownie stuck in my headphones, like always. Ah, Panda Bear.
I'm sorry. I'm embarrassed now. Now I feel bad.
Well, it's your bedtime, Digga, so.
Yeah. It's almost time for me to go to bed anyways.
Yeah, she's got to get up and make breakfast for her husband.
Oh,
Oh,
bullshit.
yeah. Oh, bullshit.
You know. So when I first got married,
That's it.
when I first got married, my in-laws, they were having money trouble, so my wife and I, we had just bought a house, but we were renting it out, and we were staying with our in-laws, right? And I was still working back then. I had my own plumbing company, and I would get up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I'd go outside, start my diesel truck, come inside, and make my lunch, right? And so I come out, and her dad was up one day for some reason, and he's like, "What you doing, boy?" And I was like, "Pop, I'm making my lunch. I'm gonna go to work." It's like, "You get your effing wife to get out here and cook your damn fucking lunch." And I was like, I don't feel like dying today, right? So I finished making my lunch and I went to work, right? The next morning I get up and Pop is out there again, right? And then I look and I was like, "Babe, what are you doing out here?" "My dad said I better make your fucking lunch." Well, because she, I married a Mexican woman, and part of their culture is, the wife, takes care of the husband. But it only lasted until we moved out of their house. As soon as when we moved into the house that we bought.
Make your own damn sandwich.
Yep. Changed real freaking quick. Real quick. You found yourself politically homeless 18 months ago? Well, Bruce, you know what? You're in the same group as Drunk Uncle. Drunk Uncle, the guy up there, playing with his beard, not too long ago was a Democrat who voted. Did you say you voted for Hillary? Or Obama? I forget which one you said you voted for.
Both.
Both.
And yeah. And Bernie
I love you,
Sanders
though.
in the primary.
You voted for Bernie Sanders in the primary? You gotta feel bad for Bernie Sanders though. The Democrats have screwed him over so much. Oh, Anna wants to know how to join my Discord. Hold on, let me get the link up here. Snooki's not in here. She normally gives out my links for me. The link.
I think there's actually a decent amount of people that
Copy link.
would have rather had Bernie. If I
Hope, can you put that in for me,
actually
please?
done my
You're really
research,
good at that.
I would have wanted
Yeah, yeah.
Tulsi Gabbard, but a lot of people that were Bernie bros or whatever, when Bernie didn't win the primaries, they voted for Trump. I did.
You voted for Trump because Bernie didn't win?
communist.
Really? Hold on, speaking of Donald J. Trump, let me go get him real quick. I think he's stuck again. But when I come back drunk, I want to hear the story of how you finally turned over from being a Democrat to a Republican. Just give me 1 second to grab Donnie. Come on,
Your walk away story.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'm a Republican because I think people on here, like, I think it took like about an hour of conversation. They're trying to figure out where I fit politically because, I feel the same way like this person said. You feel politically homeless because of which I didn't even know about this whole Overton window thing, and the Overton window shifted, and most people shift with the window, and I was just kind of like, hey,
Yeah.
and I was like, and the next thing you know, I'm a fucking called a Nazi and shit, and I'm just like, I used to like roll with you guys. What are you talking about, Nazi? Alright, these people are much nicer. I think I'm gonna start talking with them.
Dude, I seriously can't find your shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how it's
Yeah,
going.
find
All
that word
because
wrong.
them freaking them pods up there, them freaking.
Yep.
All right, we're back. Come here, Donnie. Come say hi. You gotta say hi to everybody.
He's at that Delaware graduation ceremony, and what's he bring up? January 6th? Really? Why would you do that? Unless you just gotta keep it going, But yeah, we're ones that are making it keep going, though, right?
Right. Exactly.
So I got a Bernie story for you.
Upside down.
Bernie came to Fresno, and this is when I worked with Ben Berquam when I was on Frontline America, right? And so Ben was like, Eddie, I'm out of town. You got to go to the Bernie rally. You got to go in there, fit in. So I was first in line. I went there with a whole bunch of kids from the college.
Before you get started,
Okay.
I gotta get going.
Oh,
I don't
you
want
going?
to cut you off before you get in the story. So, good night, everybody.
Digga, you always cut me off.
Good night.
Good night, sweetheart. Tell your husband I said hello.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to talk to you about some more stuff later, too, boy.
Me or Willow?
Okay.
Good news for you.
For me or Willow?
You,
Eddie.
You.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. How many times I got to say it?
Every time you
Yes,
said
you
something,
Eddie.
Willow cut you off. Okay, text me or call me later on.
I will. I'll call you later, about 5 hours from now. Later.
All right, no problem. So Ben Berquam, you guys don't know, he was with Frontline America. Now he's with America's Voice. Is it live or still America's Voice News? It's not America's Voice News anymore. I think it's America's Voice Live. And he was out of town. He's like, you got to go to the Bernie rally. You got to go cover it for me. I was like, all right. I went with a whole bunch of college kids because I was still at Fresno State back then. And we're standing in line. First person in line. I dressed normal. I didn't want to take out my camera because I didn't want to be noticed, right? But then again, it's kind of hard not to notice the handicapped guy on a scooter. So I'm standing in line. They open up the door after 4 hours, and I actually bought a pin. So I bought a Bernie pin. Wasted $1, right? And I was pissed off because the lady's like, well, it's a donation. And I was like, so I gave her $1. She's like, well, the normal donations are $5. I'm like, I thought you were about giving everything away for free, lady. And so she's like, she took the $1. Stood in line for 4 hours. The minute the gates opened, security grabs me like, Eddie, you need to come to the side. And I was like, what? How do you know my name? And they're like, we know who you are. Bernie says you're not allowed in this rally. So Bernie Sanders knew I was there somehow. So we were talking with because the same thing happened at Pete Buttigieg or Butt Gig, whatever you want to call him. Same thing happened there, right? And so Ben and I were talking to our news because we work for AM. It's AM 1550 now, but it was 1610 before. They told us that CNN has me on a list now. I'm on some list of agitators or something like that. Are you still here, Hope? Biden wants to know.
Biden wants to know.
Can he sniff your hair?
Ben
Hey,
and
back
Will.
in 2020, we had the virus, and I volunteered to go down and give him a congratulatory hug, but
Didn't work out, huh?
I would have taken one.
So no, but I think it's pretty cool that even before January 6th, because this was in 2019 when he was running for president. Bernie Sanders knew who I was, so I'm on a list.
That's pretty funny.
Gavin
Is that a
Newsom.
good thing?
Gavin Newsom really hates my ass. No, I'm doing something right. That means I'm doing something right.
That's, yeah.
Right? I'm on his list. I'm on Nancy Pelosi's shit list. You know, it's fun things.
I assume we all heard about what
I think
with her. Yeah.
Oh yeah, her husband.
her shit was good.
Her husband gets a DUI, and they only give him a $5,000 freaking $5,000 bail.
And he got in a car accident.
Did he
Yeah,
crash the car?
About that, Eddie. I guess
Uh-oh.
maybe I just live in my tinfoil hat.
I missed it, drunk. What were you saying, bud? You cut out. My
I
internet's bad.
said that was the only thing you thought was odd about that.
The bail? Well,
Yeah.
what else? What else is odd?
Okay.
You're our conspiracy theorist guy, so bring it on.
Yeah. Yeah. So putting on the tinfoil hat, his wife is 3,000 miles away.
Yeah.
He's drunk on a Saturday night, or basically Sunday morning. He's 82 fucking years old. What is an 82-year-old man doing out at midnight, 1 a.m. drunk when his wife is cross country?
Well, the first question you got to ask is, does he have any blue pills? At 82, from what I understand, at 82, you're not supposed to be able to do that kind of stuff anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the first thing I thought. I was like, he's 82 years old, drunk at like midnight, 1 a.m. or whatever, T-boned somebody. He blew like 4 hours later, and all they say is he blew above a .8. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You know, whatever. We don't know if it was a .09 or a .23. Who knows? But my main thing with red flags was like, why is this old man out at midnight?
No, I never even thought about
getting
that.
drunk? I think he was meeting with a lady.
Yeah, but think about it. You know, I was like, I'm sure you and I both had the same ritual. We watch Crowder every day. I was watching Crowder today, and you know, they're like, well, who wouldn't drink having to look at that ugly ass bitch every single night?
Yeah.
Excuse my language, but
Just say that I'm drunk. Just say that I'm drunk. Will you kill me if I reach for your gun? Oh, me. I thought it was pretty funny, yeah.
the only reason he stays with her is for the money. I mean, he gets all his insider tips from her, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's the only reason he's
Yep.
with her. The DUI charge is already gone, Cajun? No way. No fucking way.
What is he being charged with then, Cajun?
I don't know. You know, Cajun, how come you never
is
join our
everything
Discord chat? Cajun never joins us on our Discord chats. He goes
Maybe
and
you don't do the Discord.
he says no. He's saying no charges guaranteed. Now, for those of you that don't know, Cajun does work in the industry, so he might know a little something here and there. He taught Tom Hanks how to talk.
I mean, I assume that as well, but
Well, yeah,
Sorry.
it's all about
I'm
money.
gonna get going.
What's that, Willow?
I'm gonna get going here. I'm having a coughing fit. So you guys have a good night.
All right, sweetie. Thanks for coming on.
alright. Bye,
betcha.
Willow.
You have a good
Good
night.
night.
I'm glad the internet's actually holding up. Oh, see, now I gotta fix our screen. Now I gotta fix our screen.
Now you said that, now it's gonna mess up.
Right? Oh, I know, right? My internet's gonna mess up now because of it. Why can't I make you any bigger? Oh wait, is that what you look like right now? Oh yeah, you always you're cut off right there. Okay, we're good. No wait, I'm missing part of your. We're missing part of you. Why?
Me?
Yes, you.
What?
It's cutting off like your eyes, and it only let me go to your mouth right now. Let me compare you to Discord. See, on Discord I can see more of you than I can on here. That's weird.
Well, on YouTube, I'm normal.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Are you looking at
looking at the
YouTube right now?
stream.
I've been messing with it.
Mm-hmm.
I still got Willow's block up on my end of the stream.
Oh, you're way behind, drunk. That's what.
Well,
No,
it's live. No, it's the lag.
Yeah, it's the lag.
Yeah, I'm just now doing this
Okay.
thing to Willow.
Yep, no, I'm missing.
Yeah.
I don't know
I feel
why.
like I'm Wilson from Home Improvement.
I remember. You know, I haven't seen that show in a long. You know, ever since I used to watch that show, and I mean, I've seen them all, but I used to watch the reruns. But now that they came out with this new show, and that's even gone now, Last Man Standing, that show, that show's hilarious. I love that show.
I've never seen it.
You never seen Last Man Standing? Oh my gosh. Well, you're always on YouTube watching stuff on YouTube.
Nope.
You have to see Last Man Standing. It's funnier than shit. He makes fun of all the you know, at least 2 or 3 times a show there's an Obama joke in there. At least.
I don't really watch comedies, but
You're all the love and
Okay.
romance stuff.
no, I would rather watch The Godfather. I just watched Deja Vu tonight.
Deja Vu, that's a good
I like-
movie. You're talking about the one with Denzel Washington, right? Where
Yeah.
you can see the future. Is he a
Those are the
cop in
type
that
of-
one?
He is ATF agent.
That's what it is, yeah. That's a good movie. I don't think there's any bad Denzel movies, to be honest with you. I really don't.
Yeah.
And he's conservative. If you don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a...
Yep.
But he's so big in the in there that it doesn't matter. Do you guys remember the video of the footballer hired to make a presentable person instead of a crackhead that he is? No. What, Anna, what video are you talking about? Cajun Cat King would know, because Cajun Cat King... Hey, Cajun, have you ever worked with Denzel? So, like I was saying earlier, Cajun Cat King, he's a dialect coach. So he taught Tom Hanks how to speak for the Green Mile. He says he wishes...
Oh, wow.
He says he wishes he would have done it for Forrest Gump, because he didn't talk right in Forrest Gump, but...
Did you also do the new one that I just saw the preview for today? The Pinocchio?
There's a new Pinocchio coming out?
Mm-hmm. Tom.
What do you mean not Denzel,
Hanks
Anna?
and,
Joey Diaz says that Denzel Washington is one of the most professional and prepared actors he's ever worked with. He you know who Joey Diaz is. I think. Well, he's a comedian. He's close with Joe Rogan, but he's done some acting. But he said Alec Baldwin was probably the worst. He would show up and not even know his lines, not know what he was supposed to do, complaining the whole time. Yeah, and Joey Diaz would go to him and be like, "Hey, they changed the line. Do you want to work on this?" He would look at him like he was a piece of shit. But Denzel Washington would come in. He knew all his spots. He knew all of his lines. And anything changed, he would be the one to go up to a Joey Diaz, like a nobody, and be like, "Hey, let's work on this." So supposedly Denzel Washington is he's the man on and off camera. Very professional.
Yeah, I don't know, Anna, which one you're talking about. Somebody wrote something. Eric wants to know what you... I'm not even gonna ask that, Eric. Come on, Eric. Jeez Louise. You know, Eric is in Minnesota. Hey, Eric, how the project that you've been working on, how are you doing on that, bud? I'm not doing very well, as you can tell. I haven't been losing weight, but hopefully you're doing well there, Eric. guys don't know, Eric has issues, and he's been in and out of the hospital lately over the last couple months. So think about Eric. He's one of the Briegel brothers. And sister, I guess. How do you say that? He's one of the Briegel family. There we go. He's got a sister, Teresa. Sibling. Yeah, siblings. There we go. We got Teresa. We got Polly Wally. And we have Eric. Who is Brownie? Brownie, why are you touching my butt for, Brownie?
I ordered DoorDash a little bit more than I normally did last week. And I put on 10 pounds. Like, I'm weighing myself.
And you lost about $100.
Yeah. But like when I started training, I was at 205, and then the last time I was at class, I weighed in and I was at 188. So dropped
Really?
that, and then didn't have class. I ordered DoorDash a couple times, got on the scale, 198. I was like, holy! I'm down to 194, I think. Something like that.
So, real quick, we talked about this earlier, but I want to show it again to some of the people that weren't here earlier, because my internet's been cutting in and out. I'm just going to show you from my phone because my internet's so messed up if I do it on my computer. So, the FBI gave me some cameras back a couple weeks ago, and I got full 360 footage from on top of the Capitol. You guys want to see this?
Oh, wow.
Have you seen this yet, Hope?
No.
No? All right. I'm gonna put it on full screen over here so everybody can see it better. Yeah, when I was the FBI called me up and they're like, "Hey, Enrique wants to be able to use some of your stuff." And I said, "Well, what's in it for me?" I'm gonna, Enrique is my friend. I'm gonna give it to him no matter what, right? But it doesn't hurt to ask. So I was like, "Well, what do I get out of it? Can I get some cameras back?" And so they brought me back some cameras. And hold on, let me see here. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna put me on YouTube. I'll put me on the big screen. So hope you can watch it on YouTube. This is. And I can even zoom in. I can zoom out. So I can look all the way around in 360 degrees. This is now. They lifted me up in my scooter up to a higher level. So now I'm up one level higher. But and nobody has this picture footage of me sitting right here up against this wall. See, they just carried me over. Hey, wait a minute! I just saw something. Hold on. Did I see a green hat? Is there a green hat in this footage? Oh yeah, never mind. It's not a National Lawyers Guild. They just carried me over. But you can see them carrying me over to get me up on top. So yeah.
You thought it was National Lawyers Guild
or
something? Every
every time I see a green hat.
I remember when you were carried up.
Yeah, whenever I see a green hat. But so and people, like we talked about earlier, I'm like, well, you know how many faces I'm going to have to blur? But you know what? This was after everything closed down. And, I mean, all they're doing, look, we're singing, God bless them, we're singing the national anthem up on top of there. I mean, nobody's doing anything wrong. All the way around me. Wait, that's the one I just showed you, huh? I mean, and I can even zoom in, I can zoom out. But I mean, they're singing the national anthem on top of the Capitol, right? Nobody's doing anything wrong in there. Hey, what's up, pro pool guy? You watched me live on January 6th? Yeah, thank you. So did a lot of other people. So did a lot of people. Got me in a lot of trouble. Hold on, let me put everybody back on. Sorry, guys. I know all the guys would rather look at why is my brain? I want to say Mariella, but I'm on Hope Rising, and all the girls would rather look at Drunk Uncle than me. There we go. Huh? See, I keep trying to make you bigger, Hope, but I don't know why I can't. Whatever. Can I move? Oops. Can I move you around? Can I put you? Wait. Let me go in the Discord. Can you place somebody somewhere else? Nope, I can't move you, can I? That's what she said. Okay, never mind. I tried. We need somebody else to jump into Discord with us. Then we will have the 4 blocks again. That'll make it better. Do you guys hear every time I touch my freaking table?
Even if you got like made the window like a lot wider, it wouldn't readjust the.
See, look, I'm trying. I'm trying. I can make it look like she's really, what's his name? From Home Improvement. There you go. Now you're really from Home Improvement. Wilson!
Should I just sit up really, really tall?
There you go. You know, and like, the girls would rather look at Drunk Uncle. Hold on, now I'm cutting your head off, Drunk. Gosh darn it. There we go.
I'm watching on the replay, and you're kind of. I was not zoom in, but I'm watching on the replay, so I have no idea how far behind it is.
Yeah. That was a while ago. No, I'm only showing the same footage. I've only shown you guys 30 seconds of 2.5 hours of footage. So, hey, what's up, Boat Nose Barbecue? He brought so if you guys don't know what I was at Drunk, I was gonna say Drunk Uncle's house. When I was at God Rides a Harley's house, Boat Nose Barbecue. What do you live, like 2 miles from Graw's house, Boat? So he was like, Eddie's in town, I gotta come over. And I was getting ready to leave. He showed up with a whole bunch of brisket and some spicy shit too. He brought me some barbecue. It was good. It was good. You know me, I love barbecue. The riots in Sacramento did more damage.
He tortures us with pictures.
What's that?
He tortures us with pictures of what he cooks. You know?
You do that too. You and Mr. Green. Ooh, I think, Drunk Uncle, I think
haven't done that for a while.
I think my medicine's kicking in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Pro Pool Guy, did we ever hang out when we were in Sacramento together? Well, I'm saying, did we hang out together when we were together? I'm like, did we ever hang out? Did I ever meet you when we were in Sacramento?
What? All about that?
Hold on. You know, Drunk, we haven't seen Bubba for a while. I want to see Bubba. How's he doing?
He's wanting something right now.
By the way, does he need new treats? Is he out of treats yet? I always buy Bubba. Well, I have only bought it once, but I buy Bubba treats. That's Drunk Uncle's dog.
He's got,
Him, well, at least for a while.
yeah, he's still got some treats.
Yeah, right on.
I don't give him too many because he's got to watch the figure.
He's got to watch his figure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frickin' these guys eat. So, Brownie, this little brat, right? Where'd she go? Well, you know what she does? Most of you guys know. But so I moved up here to help out my stepdad. I bought a trailer and I put it on his property so he can have his privacy. I got my privacy, you know, and because the house is gonna be mine anyways, so I might as well be up here now. And I wanted to sell my house where I was married. You know, when you're married to somebody for 12 years, you live in the same house together. When you get divorced, you want to sell that bad boy, right? So I sold my house, moved up here. But my stepdad spoils this little girl. He gives all of them treats in the morning. He gets up, he gives them all treats. Then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, she will leave here and she goes over to his house because he feeds her dinner at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And then she comes here at 8 o'clock because at 8 o'clock, I feed her dinner over here. So she gets 2 dinners. Huh.
She's like a hobbit.
Yeah. So, and like I was building a fence, you know, to try so Donnie wouldn't have to be on a chain because for some reason he likes to run. And, frickin' he's all, but make sure you make a hole big enough so Brownie can get out and come to my house. Huh, Browners? Huh. He loves it when I go out of town because he gets her all the time. Yeah. Huh.
Does it feel like she's gaining weight?
Oh, yeah, she's gaining weight. Definitely gaining weight. She's definitely gaining weight.
Definitely gaining weight.
Oh, right on, Pro Pool Guy. I did a lot of stuff in Sacramento. Remember, so in Sacramento, there was the guy who hit me with the chain. That piece of junk Antifa that we made throw up. Who, let's see, what else? That was when I got my 4th degree because I got in a fight with Antifa. Did a lot of stuff down there and... Did a lot of stuff. Oh, there's Donnie. I can see him now. Donnie. He's like, fuck you, Dad. He's tired. He wants to go with me, but he hates sitting in the truck.
Well, at least he doesn't destroy your truck like he does your place when you leave him.
Yeah. Well, because he's in the truck, he's happy. Oh, you used to listen to see. So Miss Pro Pool guy. I used to be on this radio station in San Francisco when I was a plumber. I'd call in the Wild 94.9 all the time. They had the show in the morning called The Doghouse, and I used to call and joke around with them all the time. And I became good friends with Ruthie, the girl who was on the show. And so then they had a contest that says what would you do to get a job here at Wild 94.9. So I called in, and I just read a story in Maxim magazine where this guy got breast implants, right? And all the women came up to him. He got like dates nonstop because the girls wanted to touch his boobs. So I was like, you know what? I said, for a 1-year job at Wild 94.9, I'll get breast implants. And it just took off from there. The insurance company wouldn't let him do it. It never happened. But I started being like, I was a very, very low. I was like the lowest of the low person on the show. But I was in there every once in a while. You know, it's cool. I got a lot of free benefits. Like I met all kinds of comedians. I know Drunk Uncle doesn't like Carlos Mencia, but I got to meet Carlos Mencia there. Met Gabriel Iglesias there. You know, all the famous comedians. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Earthquake, he was a good comedian too. But I don't know, he was more Bay Area type stuff. So, anyways. So Cajun, by the way,
Carlos like steal jokes. You know,
dude,
he's probably a good guy.
every joke is stolen. You can only tell. There's only so many jokes in the world that you can tell. It's just how you say it. Who was that? Welch? Who was that? That just tried to come in.
Welsh.
It was Welsh.
Yep.
I haven't heard from him in a while. Do you know how he's doing? Welsh, hop back in. And he's not gonna come in. Forget you then, Welsh. You know, hey, you know who we should get?
Did you ever listen to Michael McIntyre in the UK? Did you ever listen to him?
Who?
Mike. I believe his name is Michael McIntyre.
No, I never heard of that person
He has
before.
He's really funny. He does one of his favorite skits is he goes by different like names that sound the same that are like Sarah and Sarah with an H. And he does this whole skit with Sarah, Sean, Scene, and Shaun.
Oh, okay.
Like just pronounce Sean different ways and.
You're an English comedian?
Yeah, English comedian.
I don't get English comedy. I really don't. Even though the ones that like made it over here, like Russell Brand and John Oliver and the real, I don't understand English comedy. I really don't. But I bet I'm a fan of something in the Holy Grail.
I don't know.
He made those movies back in the day.
I know what you're talking about. Yep.
I want to say Harry Potter and the Holy Grail, but it's not that.
It's not that. I don't know why I'm just losing.
Oh, speaking of those other comedians, so I didn't work with this guy, but there was a guy.
Python.
Monty Python?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Him,
Do
yeah.
you like the Monty Python movies?
I do. There was
Well, I mean, you're to get English comedy if you like the Monty Python. It seems like that might be the movies that she likes. But I never got into the Monty Python, and I still don't get English comedy. I tried.
Did you ever watch the Benny Hill show when you were a kid? No?
I know the song. But no, when I was a kid, I was watching MTV all the time.
Uh-oh.
Either that or Sesame Street.
Now, Pro Pool Guy's bringing...
I watched
What did you watch when you were a kid?
Unsolved Mysteries.
Hell, I still watch... Well, I don't really watch... Like, I'm watching Criminal Minds all over again. Right now.
Oh, I love that.
Heck
My
yeah.
favorite series.
No, but so I used to...
Drake.
Do you guys know... Well, I know Drunk knows. Do you know who Kevin Smith is?
Mm-hmm.
So, when I was married, my wife was a big fan of him, and I was a big fan. I mean, I love Clerks 2, all of his movies and stuff like that. And he has a podcast. Well, she turned me on to his podcast. And the guy who co-hosted his podcast He used to be on he was on a radio station in L.A. What's the rock and roll station down there? Anyways, I can't even remember his name. But he worked with he was on Family Guy a lot. He does a lot of voices. Ralph Garman's his name, right? He does all these different kind of voices. And so like part of the show is so when they would film their podcast, they did it live at the La Brea comedy. What's the La Brea comedy place? The Improv in La Brea or on La Brea. And so if you showed up, you could email them the day before and say, "Hey, I'm driving from out of town," and say stuff to them, right? And that was the biggest thing he liked to fuck with people was how they spelt their name, like it's not just Joseph, it's however So I always thought about that. That was funny. Or like there's a show called Family, what is it, Modern Family, right? And they meet this guy and he's like, "Oh, my name is Joe," and he's like, "Just Joe?" He's like, "Yeah, Johe." It's like, oh, there it is. Freaking.
Yeah.
Or like Stephanie with an I. Fucking come on. Or no, with a Y. That was the worst one. Stephanie with a Y. It's like, girl, you're cute, but you're not that cute.
Because it's funny.
I might like it. I might like it. But Ralph Garman, he's really funny. If you look up Ralph Garman, he can do like 1,000 different voices. He's really good at his voices. He's a stupid liberal. That's why I stopped watching him. But still, he's funny. I'm at least. I can be the person that I'll still watch you even though you're liberal if you make me laugh. Or if I like your shows, People say, "Well, why do you watch them? They're liberal." It's like, what, are you going to be cancel culture too now? I don't watch a person whether they're liberal or whatever. If you can make me laugh, if you can make it worth my time to watch you, then I'm going to watch you.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Dave Chappelle? I'm pretty sure he's not conservative.
Miss Brown Boys, the waxing it. Who's Miss Brown Boys? Miss Brown's Boys. I'm going to have to look that up. Have any of you guys ever heard of Miss Brown? Huh?
Yeah, it actually came up on my YouTube feed
Did it?
Today because I was watching another
Oh, right on.
British comedy thing. But, yep.
I mean, there's tons of, I was actually on, so I actually know Kevin Smith kind of, like real little tiny bit. So I wrote into the show after I had it was like my 60th operation, and like my wife loved the show, and so she's like, "You better not fucking write into those assholes," because that's the kind of person I am, right? Like after we got divorced, she sent a letter to somebody, and she's like, "I want to apologize to my husband, but I know if I write the letter and send it to him, that he's gonna read it on his fucking show." And I was like, "Yeah, I probably would have." But I mean, so I sent these guys an email, and I sent a picture of my back. You guys have seen it with all the screws in my back, and so they put me on the show. And Kevin Smith he's like, "Eddie, you know what your problem is?" And I was like, "What's that?" He's like, "Dude, you got screwed." And so ever since then, he calls me Eddie from the Block. So if you listen, it's like episode 109 of they're called Hollywood Babylon. You'll hear me on there. So, but yeah, I don't care.
I call you Eddie from the Block time to time.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Yeah,
I do.
Where'd my water go?
Without even knowing that story. What are you looking for?
My water jug. I'm still pissed. Arizona Trump rally, you assholes took my water jug. My famous water jug.
Damn commies.
I had to fight Antifa stole my jug and then hit me over the head with it, and I had to fight them to get it back. And then you fuckers took it. Just so I could see a Trump rally.
When I went to the Trump rally here in Ohio, it was so hot that day. They weren't prepared, and they ran out of water multiple times. It
Really?
was horrible at risk.
How do you run out of water multiple times?
Because people just kept getting the water because they didn't prepare and bring in enough water.
How long did you wait in line for the rally, if you don't mind me asking?
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I got right in.
Lucky you. No, because when I went to the one in... Whoa, what was that? Oh, it's my phone. When I went to the one in Arizona, right? I have a Trump press pass, right? So I didn't have to wait in line. But I'm like, I was interviewing people in line, and this one lady, I was like, she was at the front of the line. I was like, so how long you been waiting? She's like, oh, I've been here since 10 days now. She waited 10 days there to go see Trump, so she could be front, right in the front of the line. But then once they let you in, I don't know about at your place, but there is no line. Once you go in, it's just open space. It doesn't matter if you got there first or last.
Yeah.
You could still be anywhere.
Well, like the bleacher area you couldn't go in. That was like VIP, but it was.
I was there.
I mean, it was a nice rally, and I went like temperature walks and that sort of thing. I mean, I wanted water, but then I went and that park got and everything good.
Uh-oh. Is my internet cutting out, or is it some... I don't know. I heard every other word. Might be my internet. Oh, by the way, everybody, who knows what the F this thing is? I know it's something to do... It's some kind of a bowl, right? Don't tell me to Google it, because I did Google it. I Googled this motherfucker for hours. Couldn't find... I'm trying to do my eBay stuff again. Let me go to the main watch.
Is it food, Drew? Oh, there you go.
Am I back? Okay, now I'm back. All right. I'm back. Did I lose my show, though? Did we lose the show? Nope, we're still live. Cool.
Nah, I've still got a wheel.
But see, like...
I still got
So, the red marking, Google can't find it because it's so blurry. But the other two markings, one says forest and one says swamp. But, so I've been looking at these, right? And the reason why I'm asking so much and so hard, that's what she said, is looking at price of these. Some of these could be worth 50 cents, and there's others that are worth thousands of dollars. What are you laughing at? What did I say?
You left, and then you got back on Discord.
Oh.
It was a perfect leave because it was so fast and so hard or something like that. Like takes you in your window and then it just quit.
Man, hopefully when I build this new tower for my internet, hopefully we'll have better internet. Hopefully. But yeah, so no. This thing could be either worth 50 cents or it could be worth a couple $1,000. So I'm gonna take the time to invest it. You know what I'm talking about.
Investigate?
Yes. Yes. That's it, thank you. So if anybody knows any information about this stuff, because what I do, I love thrift store shopping. I have an issue. My issue is not drugs. My issue is not alcohol. It's shopping. I love to go shopping.
Do you have a Android or a iPhone?
iPhone.
The reason I ask because on Android you can have a feature in your camera where you can search a particular image from your camera.
Yeah, Google.
Like you can take a picture of it.
Yeah, you can do it. All you gotta do is open the Google app. I use it all the time, right? So watch, I'll even show you. So let's see if I can do this backwards.
Lens.
Yeah, Google Lens. It'll take a picture. Like here, I'll just do it right now, like this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. And did you do the translate for it?
I did. That's how I got the translate. That's how I got the translate for it because translate it says one of them says swamp and the other one says forest. So I'm guessing that might be the colors, right? I don't know. But I don't want to sell it for $1 and then find out it's worth like $1 million.
I'm wondering if it might be for like some sort of like fake plant, and like the way it's shaped, it almost looks so.
No, it's. I know what it's called. It's called a flat bowl, but I gotta figure out the name.
It's a shallow bowl plate.
Shallow. Look at that. She looked it up already and beat me to it. Okay. I always called it a flat bowl. Maybe that's why I'm not finding it. Yeah, King Donnie's.
Listed on it.
So there's gonna this is gonna be the one worth $10,000 that I'm feeding water to Donnie. Actually.
Or it could also be a Yoan pasta bowl.
Pasta bowl.
I don't know.
Oh wait, I forgot. I'm sorry. I gotta switch you guys back over because it's just me on the show again. Gosh darn it. Sorry guys.
Yeah, but I think it's a shallow bowl plate.
Rocks.
What's that, Drunk?
I said I would put a fake plant in it with some rocks. I think it would look cool.
Yeah. It would definitely. But I don't buy this shit to. I buy stuff because I like to buy stuff, but I buy it to make money. So at my Salvation Armies, if you go to the Salvation Army here, and it's all through California. I don't know about anywhere else in other states, but at least at the Salvation Army here, they have the color of the week. And so whatever the color of that week is, everything's half price. So I go in there and I buy, like I paid 49 cents for this thing, right? It could be worth who knows how much. I do know I bought something for
It's just.
Huh?
It's a dinner plate. It's
dinner
basically
plate?
a dinner plate.
Okay. Oh well. Thank you. But still, I can sell it as a dinner plate.
Welcome.
But like I got this bookend thing right and I looked them up using the Google Lens, and they were selling it for 99 cents, and it was a blue tag, which meant it was half price. And I looked them up, and they're going for like $400.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah. So you can score at the Salvation Army. Their main goal is they want to flip everything. They just want to in and out, right? They don't care if it's worth $200 and they're selling it for $1 because they just want to make that dollar quick, right? Why let it sit on the shelf for months? Well, my stepdad and we have 4 acres up here. I got 4 acres I can put shit on. Huh, Brownie? So I can take.
Don't forget about the basketball jerseys.
That's the one thing I never
Players,
find.
Yeah. And especially, you'll look on the lapel, and if there's a little champion logo, like the C with the red, white, and blue, it probably, unless it's somebody that's unknown, then it's generally a safe buy, especially if they only want like $2 for it.
Yeah, and there is, but the mark, the maker's mark, it's so blurry. It's been worn down, so it's hard to find it. It's hard to find it. But yeah, so Drunk, I have a question, Drunk. Did I sell you that jersey or not? I forget, or did I sell it on the internet? Because I don't have it anymore.
I think it's sold on the internet.
Yeah, I must have sold it. Drunk, I'll call Drunk Uncle from the thrift store and I'll FaceTime him like, hey, is this thing worth anything? Is this thing worth anything?
I think it was a Dirk Nowitzki. I think it was a Dirk Nowitzki jersey.
There's Kate.
Didn't have the chance, but it was. He's still a good player.
So
I'm sure you made a few off of it.
Yeah, I definitely made money off of it. I always make money. I've only lost on maybe when I buy storage units, only 1 or 2. I've only lost money. I don't do storage units anymore though, because why go buy a big ass storage unit and have to fill up your truck and take like 5 or 6 trips and employees, when you can just go to the thrift store and buy stuff for half price. Right?
Is your do you go to Volunteers of America?
We don't have those over here. The one I do, I will never go to. I've gone to Goodwill. Goodwill sucks. Uh-oh, now we're in trouble. Here comes freaking... Oh my gosh, you know who it is. What kind of voice is he going to have today? What voice are we going to have today, Central?
My regular voice, though I'm a little bit hoarse. I just thought I'd stop in and say hello to you.
You're a lot hoarse. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good. How are you doing, man? It's been a while.
Doing well. I know I still owe you lunch.
Well, you know what? I'm still in a leg halo, so...
Well,
although I will be there Thursday, but I'm not going to be able to do anything then. Hopefully... I have no idea.
Is Central cutting out or is it me cutting out, guys?
No, he's fine for me.
Okay, then it's me.
Yeah. He's cutting out. Eddie's cutting out for me a little bit.
Yeah,
Hey,
you know, I got this...
How you doing?
I got this junky internet here still. I'm working on it. No, but Central and I, he lives kind of far from me. But Central, he has a doctor near me, and he comes over every once in a while, so we always go for lunch. And one day I'll buy lunch, and the next day he buys lunch, and I think it's my turn. So.
Where are you guys going?
So Central's very picky, so you got to be careful where you take this guy. I gotta mess. It's the one thing I mess with him about. Last time when I bought
chewy bacon.
Yeah, well, that was awful bacon. That was definitely something. We went to this place. It was bacon, burgers, and brews or something. So you figure it's got bacon in the title. It's got to have good bacon. No, it did not. It did not. But I took Central to Texas Roadhouse. Well, this is it Texas Roadhouse. Yeah, Texas Roadhouse. He loved that. Although I gotta criticize him. He got his steak well done.
What?
What?
He butchered. He
She
kills
put
the steak.
ketchup on it.
No.
I like it my steak medium well.
Well, you're better. Medium. You want your steak medium rare. That's the medium rare. That's where you want your steak.
That's
Now,
because
I'm with you on that for the most part, Eddie.
Okay.
But if you can't fully, like, let's say you've never been to this restaurant before and you see a blue cheese ribeye on there,
Yeah.
I like blue cheese.
I like to go medium.
On a blue cheese, really?
Just because just because if they put the they don't like get a good caramelization, like cooking on like a high heat, that blood starts to like seep into the blue cheese and
people who like
not
their steaks
appealing.
completely bloody, nothing more than Neanderthals.
Uh-oh, Graw, you messed it all up. Graw, you show up and you mess up the whole action here.
What did I do now? Okay, give me a rewind.
All of a sudden, you pop in the room and it went, yeah, like with Central. No, but I have a friend. He'll sit there and you go to the restaurant with him, and like, how do you want your steak? He's like, cut its head off, wipe its ass, and stick it on my plate. That's how I want it. He likes it.
Yeah, knock the hoof off of it and wipe his nose and throw it on the
That's
plate.
what it is, yeah.
That's from The Cowboy Way. If you've never watched that, that's a great movie.
I'll have to watch it. Hey, Ronnie Scholl wants us to play that inmate search game. All right, Ronnie. So what we did this when I was at Graw's house. Remember, Graw? We looked up an inmate. We just showed their picture, and people could guess what they thought they were in jail for. So,
are we live?
Yeah, we're live, by the way.
Yeah, we are live.
We are live.
Oh, okay. Well, let me put the pants on.
Kate Speaks wants to know if she can come and talk about Sussman.
Kate, Kate, I text you to come on in. Come on in, Kate. Come on in. We love you here, Kate. The more the merrier.
Speaking of which, you think I had a hard time on the phone last night? I got a new phone today. Oh my God!
Oh.
I've got half my hair's gone. I pulled it out. It's gone. I don't even need a haircut.
That bad, huh? All right, Ronnie. So we're gonna play the game for Ronnie.
Okay.
What you gotta do though? You gotta you gotta put in last name or something so you can do a search, right? Give me a letter of the alphabet. We'll let Ronnie do it because he wanted to play the game, and then we'll start from there. So
yeah, Ronnie, pick any letter as long as it's F.
As long as it's F.
Can I play too?
Got a really good picture.
Yeah. No. What we're gonna do is so everybody here and what I'm gonna do is he'll pick a letter. I'll look to the inmates. I don't know what their charges are. So like here, since Gross said F, we're gonna go with F. Last name of F. What they show me is hold on. Let me show the people live a bigger screen. Hold on. Let me give them a bigger screen so they can see it.
Eddie, I'm gonna send you a link for this great picture.
Are you? Really? Okay. Maybe we'll do.
Yeah.
But see, we can't play the game though. So here's how the game works, guys. I'm gonna show you a picture, and it's gonna have their name on there. And Ronnie says D, so we'll start with the D. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna ask everybody in here what you think their charge is and how long that they've been. I'm just gonna go. So let me look. There's a whole bunch of inmates here. I'm gonna go for just the one in the very center. I don't know what they've been arrested for. Actually, here, you know what? I'm gonna choose this one just because I like the picture. This guy. Can everybody see this guy?
So are these people in jail, or they just got arrested?
This person is in jail right now. So it's a county jail. So they could be in jail. It could be going to trial, after trial. They've been sentenced. It could be a lot of different things. We don't know. This is part of the game. So we're gonna have to guess on what you think they are in jail for.
I've never played the game before, so I was just trying.
Okay. This is something new that we did at Graw's house, and people seem to like it, so we're going to do it. Hold on, let me see sources. I'm going to make myself bigger here on my live stream so people can see their picture better. Where's my window? Sorry, guys. It's been a while since I've...
You're going to stream it in here so we can see it too?
It'll mess up my internet right now. Can you see it though?
Yeah, just hold the phone to the. Yeah.
Can you
Yeah,
see
in
him,
the red.
Central?
There, let me blow your picture up here. Boom.
Yeah, blow me up.
In the shirt.
Oh, I can tell you already.
The red
what
shirt.
He went to jail for.
In the red shirt.
I already know what he went to jail for.
This is in California. It's a city in California. I'm not gonna say where. So, it's a California person. It's a California
It's one
jail.
of two things. If it's California, being as I live here, as you know, and it's one of two things.
Okay. Pedophilia or
That's one, or meth.
meth. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking at his picture here. He's kind of old. You know, I mean, he could be a 30-year-old person. Who knows? He looks old, so it could be meth. What do you think, Drunk? What do you think?
What criteria can you give us? If it says he's 47, then I was gonna say yeah, meth.
David says he's in jail for exposing himself to a blind person. That's a good one. What do you think, Hope?
That's David's favorite pastime.
Kate wants me to show the picture again. Hold on, let me show the picture again. Let me make it just me again. This is the Sorry. It's a person. I don't know what gender they are. We're not playing that game right now. This is just, I just picked a picture. This is a person in jail right now. This person, he or she, I don't know. We're in California, you know what I mean? David Devine says animal cruelty. David, you should join in. Come on in the chat room, David. What do you think, Hope?
Yeah, I know what he was arrested for.
You know what he was arrested for, Grau?
Stolen property.
Stolen property?
I'm gonna say stabbing.
Stabbing. Okay. So, Drunk, I'm gonna say you're very low possibility. We're in California. Remember, it's California. You don't get arrested for stealing in California.
I'm going to say he was arrested at the Los Angeles County Zoo for smuggling baby penguins in his butt.
Baby penguins. Okay.
You're creative.
Very creative.
How
All right.
many penguins?
So
penguins, so it's more than one. More than one penguin.
More than one penguin. So I'm gonna
pin guy.
Give you guys some more information. So what do you chat say? So Kate says loitering. I don't think they'd arrest you for loitering here either.
No. That's a misdemeanor.
Lillian says pedo.
I'm a Lillian or meth. I'm taking
pedo or meth. Okay, so let's give you some more information then. You know, and I'm not playing the game because I can see what they're in here for. Do you want their age now? We want to go by age. They are.
Dude, he's like 75.
Well, you don't know that because if you're on meth, you could look like you're 70. You could look like you're 75, but you're really 30, right?
This is
He's
true.
83.
He was born. It's a guy. It says Richard. His name is Richard. Does it say male or female on here? I don't know.
So his nickname's Dick.
Yeah, the name is Dick. Their birth date is they're Leo. They're born in August of 1943. So that means the person's 60. This person's 80 some odd years old.
78.
78 years old.
Yeah.
You know, Eddie, that guy shares the same sign with me, so I don't like that already.
79.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm a Leo too. So this person is 5'6" tall, weighs 140 pounds. They got gorgeous blue eyes, according to the. They're not in any gang, and their last name is De La Rosa.
Would he be like the Roland geriatric?
All right. So now that you guys know the age, do you still think it might be meth?
Well, what's the age?
So they were born in 43 to
79.
78.
No, realistically, I'm going to say child porn.
You're gonna say child porn. Okay. What do you? So we got child porn from Graw. Kate speaks. What do you think? David says he gunned somebody down. Hello, Linda Lou. How are you doing?
Linda Lou in the house.
What are you? So what? You still going with the pedo / Central?
Yeah.
Meth.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to say child porn.
Yeah. Drunk. What do you think?
I'm on the fence to whether you just want to go funny or you want to go what.
You can go both.
You can go both.
Yeah.
Drunk Uncle goes both ways, folks.
Yeah. Always.
He's bi-decisional.
Well,
I don't know. I'm stuck, so I'm just gonna stick with my obtaining stolen property. Like he
Stolen
was
property?
like illegal pawn shop, basically.
Okay, and we saved the best
Still
for
going with
last.
murder.
Hope, what are you saying? What's your thought here?
Still going with murder.
I'm sorry, you cut out.
What? Do you,
Murder.
Murder.
oh,
Okay.
come on, Hope. Does he look like
He
he's
like
capable of?
like killed a 6-pack.
You never know. You know, when you've been married to a woman for 40 years, sometimes you just want to say. Sorry, I'm
He
divorced.
made it. I made it to 5. I made it to
No.
5, Eddie.
Huh?
I made it to 5 before that happened.
Hey, I
Made it to
beat
5
you.
Before that
I
happened,
was married for 10 years and with my wife for 12, so I got you beat.
My wife and I had 20 wonderful years. Then we met.
I love that, Gra. All right. Oh my gosh. All right. So then let's see. So I won't tell you the charge information yet, but they have 4 charges. Let me see if they're pending or done yet. There's no disposition yet, so that means they're in jail still, and they haven't gone to court yet. You want to know what day he was arrested? He was arrested 4/20. He was arrested on 4/20 of 2022.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Interesting.
I wonder.
Is
4/20.
that a clue? Is that a coincidence?
I don't know. You
Well,
know what?
it's
I
legal
cannot
here,
wait
so
till
I
I get
can't
my
say
internet
that.
better, because then I can show everybody what I'm looking at here. Kate says grand theft.
420. It's got to be cultivation on 420. That would be just perfect. That would be ironic.
But yeah, it's legal here though. So
Yeah, weed is legal here.
Yeah, okay. So,
Hey, you know, did I tell you what I found out else is legal you can buy in certain parts of our state now, Central?
no.
I went into a
Penguin.
shop
Baby
and
penguin.
you can buy mushrooms at this store now in Oakland.
Psilocybin.
Really?
Yep. I'm on it right now
Freaking-
Where's this at?
in
Did you
Oakland.
do some mushrooms? Are you shitting me? Did you do some shrooms, dude?
Well, yeah, because I
Look at
wanted to
this
try.
guy.
They tell you, I've been reading up this. They have this thing called microdosing, and it's supposed to help you with your pain. So I wanted to try it out, and it's supposed to, you know, if you do
Right
the
on.
microdosing, you don't get high, but it takes away your pain, and it's supposed to help you with your mental capacity. So I tried some. Yes, I did.
Cool.
And it didn't help your mental capacity any. But how did it do with the
I
pain?
think it does. I have to say it does.
It's not the time you tried it, right,
Huh?
Eddie?
Yeah.
The
So
only reason I think that it helps your mental capacity because I did all that shit for like 20 years. So I have to lean on that.
Anna says
Yeah,
that she thinks this person's a drug
Wow,
dealer.
doesn't work.
But no, yeah, Hope says, oh, wait, I forgot. I'm sorry. I just realized that it's only me on screen here. Let me put everybody back in on the screen.
Well, I could have told you that.
Well, why didn't you do that? That's Drunk Uncle's whole freaking job. When I started the show, it was just me, and then I brought Drunk Uncle on so he could tell me when. It was his job to tell me when. It's
And
just
then
on
I
me.
intruded. I figured, hey, I haven't talked to Eddie in a while, so
Yeah.
let's stop on.
And now you got me wanting a steak with blue cheese on top. All right, so
Yeah, I'm always up for a steak.
4 charges. Do you guys want to know what the charges are already? You guys ready?
Sure.
Ready.
All right. So charge number 1, lewd and lascivious acts with a child under the age of 14 with force. Here, I've never seen this one. Look,
Scored.
you guys can't see it. It says
Wow.
with force. Wow. The bond type, no bonds.
Holy
All right. So there's no bond.
I'm ashamed that I got that. I'm ashamed that I got that.
It takes one to know one. No, I was kidding.
Oh, we're gonna talk.
Sorry,
buddy.
Central. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. How much do you think his bond is? Now we're in California. Everybody's got to
You
remember.
just
where-
said he was a no bond.
50,000.
Yeah. No,
Oh, it says bond
bond?
type. It says no bond, but then there's a bond amount next to it. So
50,000.
No,
you're
more
kind
than
of
that.
right.
Yeah.
It's more.
Maybe you got a bond on that charge, but one of the charge says no bonds, which will pretty
Well, if
much.
I'm-
yeah, even if he pays all them other ones, he's still not getting out. So
Right.
If I'm kind of right, then I'm guessing 500,000.
Yeah, his bail, his bond for that one, that first charge is $500,000.
10%.
$500,000.
Wow.
Yeah, $500,000.
Which, by the looks of this gentleman right here, I really don't think he has $500,000 in the
No.
bank.
He doesn't have 500 pennies.
Just yeah. So now number 2. So charge number 2 is infliction of great bodily injury with violent felony priors. Wow. So this is not the first time this guy has done this.
So he's
Wow.
a violent
right?
P word.
But it says the DA did not file on him. Why wouldn't the DA file? There must have been, but it's still he's charged with it. Okay.
Certain alphabet groups that want to add the P word to theirs might have intervened.
And we're in California, so you know you gotta. That's why I mentioned. You know, I do live in California. This is a person in jail in California. Central knows.
By that I mean, like in Sweden they've excused it, and in Iceland they've excused it and said, "Oh no,
At
it's
me or
just
Central really low.
Mm-hmm.
Am I really low?
Yeah, you're a little low.
That's what she said.
Oh, got it.
Just a little low. To the left. Just a little lower. To the left. To the left.
You know what I can do to fix this? I think. Hang on.
You're
sure you
fine to
cut
me,
the-
but I got headphones on, so.
Me.
Speaking of which, I got some new headphones today. I'm gonna try these mothers out.
What are the other two charges, Eddie?
We're getting it right now.
There
Real
we
quick
go.
though,
That's
Graw.
it.
So speaking of Graw and his new phone, how long ago was I at your house, Graw? 3 weeks ago. He said he's gonna go get a new phone when I was there. Took him 3 weeks to get a new phone. All right, so
Yeah. Well.
How's that?
Yeah.
Any better?
There's
No, you're still-
extenuating circumstances.
to me, you're fine, I guess. All right, so number 3.
I knew what was up. Okay.
Charge number 3 is sexual battery. I mean, we can see the thing. Oh wait, I forgot to ask you. So on the infliction of great bodily injury with the prior, how much do you think the bond is for that?
$250,000.
200.
$250,000.
It was only $100,000. You would think that with priors, you would think they give you more than $100,000. But it's California. I forget it's California.
Yeah.
So sexual.
600 or 60,000.
Yeah. All right. So now charge number 3 is sexual battery, and remember, it's all the same it's all the same group, right? So it means it's with a child under the age of 14. Which you know what I say, just cut his balls off right now. But how much do you think for charge 3, sexual battery? How much do you think the bond is just for sexual battery?
$500,000. No.
A lot worse.
$100,000 again.
A lot worse than $25,000. Sexual
So
battery against a
250,000.
kid, and they only
Wait,
give you a
wait, wait.
$25,000 bill.
25 for the bond?
Yeah.
Or 25 total, and then 500 for the however that works.
Well, it says the bond amount is $25,000, right? So you put down 10%, which is what, $2,500.
It should be 2,500.
So you put down $2,500
Wow.
in your house, or something worth $25,000.
So far he's at 625.
So far.
62,500 to
Right.
get out, which I don't think he's got $62.
But still.
50 cents, let alone. Yeah.
You know, if I was this child's parents, I'd be like, you're telling me my kid's only worth $625,000 to touch my kid? Anyways, we're not gonna go there on YouTube because YouTube will kick us off. But so the next one, so his last charge number 4, is sexual battery and touches an intimate part.
Cringy, very cringy.
$500,000 bond for that one.
So he's got
I
a million.
I hate just reading about shit like that. You know what I mean? I just hate it.
It's Ronnie's fault. Ronnie wanted us to look up inmates.
So he's
But
got
I
a
thought
million.
he had no bail, so I was thinking like all these other charges, giving whatever the fuck, it doesn't matter because eventually he's gonna have a charge with no bail on it. So
Yeah.
So he's got $1,125,000 or $111,250 to get out.
Yes. And you know, Kate.
California, 1-bedroom apartment.
Yeah. Pretty much. Kate Speaks says it
He's
may
gonna
not
have to
just be
sublet.
sexual battery against a kid. It could be multiple victims. That makes it. You just made it even worse, Kate. You just made it even worse.
What scares me is, I had a feeling just looking at him that that's where he was headed.
Speaking of
That
Kate.
kinda...
Hey, Kate.
What's up, Kate?
I've got a really good one.
You got a
just
really
gotta
good
see
one.
this picture.
Did you text it to me or did you send it to me? Oh, you're gonna show the picture. Is that a real picture?
Oh my God. Is that
That
Jabba
it
the
looks
Hutt
like it's
when he was young?
photoshopped.
It's not.
It's not photoshopped, okay. But I mean, it does look. Does that not look photoshopped to you guys?
It does. He got jowls.
All right, so we're playing the game. And by the way, guys, welcome Kate. Real quick, before we go into this, do you mind giving me 30 seconds, please? Hope.
Mhm.
So with Kate here,
Yep.
you guys know 4 times a year I go help out the veterans. You know, I buy them pizzas or tri-tip lunches and give them gifts. And um, I've been doing that since 2010. When COVID hit, I couldn't get these kids anymore from the local schools to drop. Normally, what they do is they'll draw thank you cards. Thank you for your service. You know, hand drawn cards, right, from third graders. Uh, so I was talking to Kate on Sunday, and I just delivered 10 pizzas, and I was upset because I couldn't get the cards. Like, I'll go in these guys' rooms, and they still have cards from 10 years ago from the kids. They love these hand drawn cards from kids. And so Kate and I were texting, and I told her what I did, and I was like, and I was upset about not having cards for the kids because yeah, the kids are back in school, but the principals who did them for me are no longer no longer principals, so I don't have access to cards. Kate, when I was talking to her, she popped in and she's like, Eddie, I'll have my kids make some cards. And hold on a second, she homeschools her kids. She's in a homeschool kind of chat room, or I don't know how you deal with it. She'll explain it to you. And next thing, she's like texting me. Next thing you know, she's like, Eddie, I got your cards handled. I also, you know what? They're gonna send. One lady's gonna donate Party City gift card. I'll let Kate talk about it actually, since Kate here. But that's why I wanted to bring it up since Kate's here. Thank you, Kate, for doing that for me.
Oh yeah. No, I just asked you. I was like, what else do you need? Like, because everyone was like, what do they need? What is it? And he was like, well, they really need things for birthday parties. I was like, all right, so like a birthday party treasure chest of decorations and stuff. And so I sent it out in the co-op, and boom, we had like 30 people within 20 minutes, and now we have gift cards to Party City, streamers, all of the plates, napkins, tablecloths, party hats, tiaras, wands, birthday things that you can imagine, and over 300 handmade cards from kids ages 5 all the way up to seniors in high school.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Amazing.
And hearing the seniors in high school, that's probably the kids, the real young kids are really special. But hearing them from 18-year-old kids, that's even more special. I think just because at 18 you don't want to make cards for veterans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to get their attention first, bro.
Well, I think when you're dealing with co-op, all of these kids are homeschooled. It's a military area. And so there's a lot more respect for the military in general from homeschool students.
Yeah.
Because they get taught the real history and shit. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously. And, I wouldn't be surprised if the next thing I know, I'm getting like more people popping in as they are catching up from the weekend's app going, hey, what else do you need? Hey, what's going on? Like, let's do this. So
yeah, that would be awesome. In fact, I just got a text or email today from one of the ladies there that works there, and she says, Eddie, all the veterans wanted to say thank you. They all know me. I've been doing this for so long. Like, what really saddened me too on Sunday is that I can't go in there right now because of COVID. The VA won't let you in unless you're a family member, and you have to be pre-ahead scheduled, stuff like that. And the door to their office is a glass door, and so I knocked on the door, because it faces the outside, and I opened it up, and there was Mr. Sorry, I can't say his name, but there was a veteran in there, and he looked, he's like, Eddie, man, the fuck, you don't like me anymore? And I was like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, you don't come visit me. And I said, they won't let me in because of COVID. He's like, let me see what I can do. So he's going to try and add me as a family member so I can actually go in and go visit him.
That's awesome.
Sorry, I get this kind of stuff makes me emotional. I really love our veterans.
gives you the warm fuzzies.
Yeah. So thank you, Kate, for doing that. Now, back to our game, I guess. From good to bad.
Oh, can I ask Kate a question?
Sure.
Yeah.
California, what I seen on the news this morning was like 60 in some school, I forget where, you probably know, they're not allowing them to graduate because they didn't get the jab. Was it like 60 or 65? Did you hear about that?
Is it
So
the unified? Sorry, go ahead, Kate.
I think it's 64 students aren't going to be able to graduate from one district. From my understanding, though, it's not really being reported correctly because essentially the students missed so many days of school due to the fact that they didn't have the vaccination.
Right.
That they weren't able to graduate because they missed so many days of school. However, I do know that there's a lot of people fighting it right now, and so I think like the title, I know what article you're referencing. It's a little misleading because it says, oh, they're not graduating from vaccination. No, they're not graduating because they didn't attend enough school and get enough school hours to be able to graduate because they
Right.
stopped the at-home accommodations for students, which made it so that they were essentially just missing school until the school allowed for the unvaccinated to attend.
They were a little vague. They were a little vague about it this morning. It was on one of the Fox shows earlier this morning, Fox 5 at 5 or whatever. But that's all they said. They didn't say anything about the fact that they'd missed so much school. They just said that they were not. Well, I take that back too because they were saying that they were not allowed on the premises without the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
So that was could have been kind of a misnomer also. They weren't allowed to go to school, therefore they wasn't allowed to graduate.
Yeah.
Or would it be possible that they're technically graduating, but they're not just able to do the graduation walk?
No, they're actually they are not allowing them to graduate. So California, as well as 6 other states. So the only reason I know this because of homeschooling and doing it in various states have mandated number of attendance hours. And if you reach the mandated number of attendance hours, even if you do all of the work, all of the tests, get perfect grades, if you don't have your mandated attendance hours, you can't graduate. They're not reaching those mandated attendance hours. And part of the reason that they do that is because these 6 specific states, instead of the state paying the district based off of enrollment numbers, they pay the district based off of hours of education. So the number of hours that students are actually in the classroom, which thinking about it sort of makes sense because then it encourages teachers to be more on top of them and making sure their students are in class. And same with administrators calling students, hey, why ain't so-and-so at class? Okay. But at the same time, it puts some people in a bit of a sticky situation. And that's what is ultimately what's happening right now. And then for COVID, this became a huge issue for California, Washington, Oregon, and then I believe it's New York and I don't remember the other 2. I'm sure that will come to me, where they didn't have students in class. And so the state wasn't paying them for the number of students in class. It was a whole mess. And a lot of the schools ended up not receiving full funding for the 2 years of COVID crap.
Yeah. All the mighty
And
dollars.
that makes sense when you think about it. Like in high school, they always wanted to make sure you were in class. So they get more community college. Always taking roll. We couldn't pass a class if you missed too many classes. As soon as I got to university, we're not taking roll. Come if you want to. You're paying good money to be here. Yeah. So yeah, with state funded, of course, yeah, makes sense. Yeah. I'm not saying it makes sense as in it's right, but they're just trying to get that money.
And part of that also aligns with the federally backed portion of education as well. And what people don't realize is that you receive federal money based off of the overall income or the economics of the school. So say you live in a lower income area and your school is lower income, you're going to receive more federal backing. But the second thing is also based off of the students' attendance records and then finally the students' test scores. I think that that's ridiculous. I'm just going to be straight out about this because what you're doing is you're teaching children, A, to study for tests instead of educating them on things that will be implemented in real life. B, you're also forcing schools to claim that they are lower income than they actually are, or they won't pursue levies within their areas, because if they're not pursuing levies within their areas, they can claim that they don't have
Ooh,
the
she's
ability to receive funding from their own area. It's kind of like a catch-22 all around.
Yeah,
And I think
this is saying this was Granada Hills.
cute. Yeah, that's down in LA area.
Yeah, and they were saying here specifically that they're being banned, unvaccinated students banned from graduation events.
So that's
well,
Kate
many
says.
of them aren't even able to graduate it. It's not just that the graduation events. There is an article that was written by Granada Hills something. It was a local newspaper there. I just happened to see a link to it when I was doing some research on this earlier, and that will give you a lot more details. I actually interviewed some of the parents and stuff about what's going on.
Right.
Because again, like I said, like a lot of them aren't even able to graduate at all, not just not walk through graduation, but again, these same students weren't allowed to go to prom. These same students weren't allowed to participate in sports and after school activities, extracurriculars. They were essentially blacklisted from everything that had to do with the school.
Wow. Just disgusted. Just disgusting, guys. Real quick before I forget, Central. I know when we can have food the next time. Kate and her family's coming to town. We're all gonna meet for together over by you, right, Kate?
4th of July weekend. Yeah.
Oh, fun.
I'm having surgery tentatively on June 30th. So
you fucking crippled bastard.
Are you coming? Are you coming to this area or? Where's everyone going to be at that time?
Girl, you gotta turn that down, bud. Oh, he left, didn't he? I don't know. So Kate, I'm speaking for her since she's not talking right now. She's gonna be in almost
Mammoth.
in
Mammoth area.
See, I wasn't gonna say where you were at, but yeah, she's gonna be over there. But she's also gonna go down south. She told me her plans were to drive through so she can meet you and that one weird girl, and me possibly.
Yes.
I'm forced for that. So
my family lives in Pasadena, so we're gonna do Mammoth and we're gonna do Loop. That's
okay.
Gonna make sense.
We figured it out.
You know, I should treat you guys all to breakfast at my brother's restaurant in Lompoc. How about that? Maybe we can all meet in Lompoc. I'll pick you up Central if you can drive it. If you're mobile at the time.
Well, I can probably get in a ride.
Although I don't think you can get in my truck because my truck is pretty tall.
Yeah. After surgery, theoretically, I'm supposed to be on June 30th. We'll see.
Okay. What day are you coming through, Kate?
Our plan is around like 28th of June through the 9th or 10th of July. So I don't know exactly what date there will be, but that's kind of our time frame of that area.
Well, sorry, girl, I had you.
We'll all have to talk about this later.
Yeah, we'll talk about it later.
Out.
But yeah, and Cajun Cat King can come with us. He's part of all of your guys' shows. Wasn't Cajun Cat King on your show too, Kate?
Cajun Cat King. Cajun was hanging out with us at the biker bar. He had a pretty good time that night.
Oh yeah, Cajun Cat King always has a good time when I'm around hot women. But Cajun can attest to my brother's food. And you know what the other good thing is? I say I'm gonna buy, but when we show up, my brother never lets me pay. So you know.
Hey, who was it that was on the show last night? Rev, what was it? Tex Rev something.
Rob retired vet.
Oh, Rob Redbat.
Rob retired vet. Rob Redbat. Yeah.
That's interesting you mentioned his name because Drunk Uncle and I, were we talking about him today, Drunk, or was it last night we were talking about him?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to come on the show all the time. I don't know, a year or so ago.
Yeah, he used to do
Yeah, I thought
prayers.
I remember him coming on and talking with you guys way back when.
Yeah, he would come and talk about his military service, and stuff that he wanted to do. So he was really great at prayer. The best thing I thought about him was he could say a prayer. That man could say a prayer.
That's right. That's what he said too. He used to come in and say a prayer.
Yeah.
Yep.
He meant that last night. He sure did.
Yeah.
He did.
I wouldn't let
Eddie,
him
I
leave
got
without it. Oh, sorry, Kate.
I have to go. My internet is acting up really weird, so it's like I can only understand like every other word while I'm logged into Discord. So I'm just gonna listen through on Twitch.
All right, it might be my internet too. But all right, Kate. Thank you for all the information. Was that all you wanted to tell us? You said you wanted to talk to us about some Sussman stuff too.
Well, I just was gonna hopefully breathe some hope into you guys about Sussman. So like what you have to think about is the fact that he was acquitted is actually a good thing, because now there's a paper trail that shows that not only did he lie to the not only did he give the information to the FBI and the FBI cooperated with that information, but that also he billed HRC, which hopefully you all know who that is. And so what it allows for is it allows for them to actually go after the bigger dogs. If he had been convicted of lying to the FBI, then HRC and all of the people from the DNC could put their hands up and say, well, we didn't know he was going to go lie to the FBI. He's guilty of lying to the FBI. How would we know that? So what this essentially does is by him being acquitted, it opens up the door for larger cases to be brought forward, because essentially a jury said, no, he didn't know he was lying. He was passing on information for the person he was working with.
So was it a jury was it a jury that acquitted him?
Yep, it was a jury that acquitted him. And
Interesting.
there's a couple of different reasons that he was acquitted, and we can go into some of the logistics behind it. Some people are saying, oh, it's because there were HRC, supporters there, and like whatever. Blah.
Did you know
Well,
Drunk Uncle voted
ultimately-
for her? Sorry, I had to interject that.
Ultimately, what you guys have to remember is that he was just doing the job that he was paid to do. Whether he knew or he didn't know if the information was real or not, his job was to deliver the information to his contacts within the FBI and to ensure that it was investigated. That's what he was told to do. That's what his job was.
His personal friend in the FBI. Make that clear.
Okay.
His
personal
friend.
Yes.
Yes.
So, whether he knew or not that what the information that was being disseminated, I don't know. I don't think we'll ever really truly know if he knew that it was completely 100% false. But when he delivered that information, he was doing it on behalf of the campaign, the presidential campaign. And so what this has essentially done is subpoenaed information, more information being subpoenaed. They actually just put in, I think, 17 more filings for interviews. And HRC is probably going to have to be interviewed. The head of the Democratic National Committee of 2016 has actually been subpoenaed to also give a disposition. So I think
one of the main guys from the FBI last week, Kate, said on stand, under oath, they knew day one when he brung that in that it was all bullshit. They knew from the get-go. They knew right then. So you can't tell me everybody at the FBI is stupid. It's completely
right. So what this does is it essentially opens up the door for a lot more subpoenas, for a lot more potential convictions. Because if they had pinned it all on Sussman,
the buck would have stopped with Sussman.
Yep, if they had pinned it on Sussman and Sussman was proven to have lied to the FBI, that would have been the end of the conversation. There would have been no more subpoenas. There would have been no more anything. That's it. That's where it would have ended. I know a lot of people were actually hoping that it would have been pinned on Sussman And in a way, I'm happy that it wasn't, because it does open up this avenue for a whole lot more information to be disseminated.
He's bait. He's nothing but bait. He's a freaking shad. He's bait. He's the little fish.
1 second,
He's a
Drunk
little
Uncle wants
fish
to
and
ask
they're
something.
going after the big ones.
Yeah, and it gives him the opportunity to drop a dime on them assholes. He can roll over on them.
Yep.
You know, because he knows now he won't be able to go. You know, he's been acquitted. He won't go to jail. He won't go to prison. But now
Well,
he can tell the real deal.
he's been acquitted on one charge. There is potential for more charges to be filed against him. And
Yeah,
that's
so there you go. Even more reason for him to drop the dime.
Yeah. Hey, I got a question real
think
quick for you,
they're-
Kate. How do you find
Yes.
time to do all this stuff? You have 6 kids, a husband, you're remodeling your house, but you have how do you do it? How do you do it?
I read a lot, and I don't really sleep. And I always have something playing in the background in one ear, like have my headphones in with one ear on while I'm working with the kids or whatever. I don't know.
Well,
I
the only reason I say it because I mean you have 6 kids, you're homeschooling your kids, which God bless you for. You know, you have a husband who's in the military. You used to have a show.
Dude,
I mean, it's like,
she doesn't. If she keeps doing what she's doing, she's going to wind up with 7 kids. So stay busy.
yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I think
well,
Drunk Uncle had a
Kate?
question for you. Drunk, did you have a question for Kate before she left?
I did. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So, just listening to it, I'm, of course, do you think, have you ever seen the movie Casino?
Val Kilmer. Oh, no.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of Heat.
That's
the
Okay. You probably have seen it. Okay, well, they basically have a front man, and they say that he doesn't know nothing, he doesn't want to know nothing. And then I also know about this term of plausible deniability. So do you think that from what you kind of laid out, that he was just a dummy or didn't want to ask questions and was doing what he's told, and they thought that he would kind of be the patsy because of plausible deniability, you can't stick it to him because he honestly didn't think that he was doing anything wrong, and now it's gonna screw him in the long end because it's gonna overlap him and go to the higher ups. Is that kind of what's going on?
He was in with Peter Strzok when Strzok wrote all the fake bullshit up when he made the fake dossier.
I
He was
think
in.
Did he
they
know
thought
that
they would get
fake?
away with it. I think
Yeah.
they thought they'd get away with it. I think they thought that they'd be able to impeach Trump with this fake dossier.
That's it,
That
100%.
Trump would get out of the office, and that their strategically placed person would then go into office, and they would be able to control the presidency and wash this entire thing under the bridge, sort of thing. I don't think they believed that there would ever be this big of an investigation into this. What you guys have to realize,
if they would have won, there wouldn't have been an investigation.
Yeah.
That's it. They had all their eggs in one basket to win it, and if they won it, we would never know nothing about any of this.
yeah, and I think that this also opened a lot of people's eyes up to the corruption that has been going on in our government for a long time. Trump opened our eyes up a lot to a lot of the corruption, a lot of the crazy things that have happened, and you're still seeing things unfolded each and every day. And honestly, I don't think that he was a front man, because I am almost positive that he knew everything that was going on, and he was probably one of the key players in a group of 6 to 8 key players that created the entire thing and fabricated the entire story and then pushed it. He was also shown to be the person that potentially leaked the documentation to the mainstream media.
So I'm assuming that what you're saying is plausible deniability out the window. You think exactly what was going on?
He knew exactly what was going on. He had no deniability, but he could stand.
So he just lied on. I mean, I'm not familiar with the case. So how did he get acquitted? Like, What did he present, or his team
So
presented?
the part of the reason that he was acquitted, and this is just my personal belief, is that you cannot, beyond a shadow of a doubt, prove that he knew, based off the evidence that has come out already, that he was lying actively to the FBI. There's a strong possibility that when the evidence was all presented to the jury said, you know, there's a possibility that he didn't think he was lying, that he thought this was the truth. And all you have to have is that small little bit of doubt to make it so that you don't convict. And so his lawyers created just enough doubt that he didn't lie because that he didn't believe it was a lie. Even if you can prove that the entire thing is false, which they've done, that the entire thing was fabricated, that it was all BS, how can you prove that Sussman knew it was BS? And that is why he was acquitted, is because you just needed a small amount of deniability, a small amount of doubt in the minds of one juror to make it so that he was acquitted. They don't have the numbers up to show how, or no, did they come out with the numbers? I can't remember if I read the numbers or not, but I don't think it was an extremely close vote either. Literally, that's all you have to do is create just enough doubt that he didn't know that it was a lie.
So
because then he wouldn't believe it.
So his case was built on plausible deniability.
It was and it wasn't. It was more built the way that the lawyer and was able to argue it is essentially he went to the FBI believing that this was true, and they can't prove that he knew it was a lie or that it was false prior to going to the FBI. Even if he found out shortly after he went to the FBI that it was false, he had already disseminated the information to the FBI. The right thing to do would have been to go back to the FBI and say, you know what, I found out this was false, blah, blah, blah. But that's not guilt. That doesn't equate to some sort of criminal charge. That's just the morally correct thing to do. Once he's already disseminated the information to the FBI, whatever the FBI chooses to do with it is up to the FBI. And from there, he's sort of out of the picture. So all his lawyers had to do was give some level of doubt that when he delivered that information to the FBI, that he believed that it was true.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Very strategic. Very strategic.
Yeah.
And it would have been a very difficult case to prove otherwise, unless you had concrete, like an email that specifically said, I know this is false, but I'm taking it to the FBI. Or, you know, a timestamp that shows that he knew it was false. You're not going to find that. And you might one day find something that will lead you there, but that's a ton of subpoenas later. That's a ton of investigation later. And, you know, that's looking for a needle in a haystack. But now there's enough information to prove, based off of his testimony, that the DNC and Hillary Clinton and Nancy Pelosi and Adam Schiff and all these people that pushed this narrative for 4+ years knew that it was false. That when they did the impeachment investigation over Russiagate, that they knew it was based off of a false dossier. There's enough information to prove that now based off of his testimony alone.
Yeah.
So in the end, this is kind of good news because we're going to go to the higher ups.
Yes. I would not be surprised if we saw Adam Schiff, if we saw Swalwell, if we saw some big guys up in the FBI, all of them being subpoenaed and possibly brought up on criminal charges. And I also wouldn't be surprised if we saw some people losing their jobs over this.
Wow. Hey, David Devine showed up while I was feeding the dogs. Welcome, David Devine.
What's up, Eddie?
Not
What's
much.
up, Eddie?
How you going? Just you know, I'll shut up because if I mention the internet, then it's gonna cut out. But we're doing a show tonight. We have the always intelligent Kate teaching us about you know, what's going on with the
So
courts.
here's an interesting question. Let's see if we can put together the timeline. Did Clinton have this discussion with Joe Biden and Obama before or after Sussman went to the FBI?
Before.
Before. See
Before.
there? So, exactly. So they knew all this was going down. So Hillary's talking with Joe. and Obama before
Yep.
Sussman went in with the fake dossier.
And they can also prove that the DNC head, which is the one that was just subpoenaed to be disposed,
Right.
that they knew anywhere from 18 to 21 days before it went to the FBI.
There
Now,
you go.
you tell me how the Democratic National Committee head, the person who's in charge of everything that has to do with the DNC, didn't disseminate that information and just kept their mouth shut. No, they would have gone and spoken about it to the higher ups, the people that they were backing, and being like, hey, have you heard this is false, that there's false information being circulated, or they were strategically a part of it. There's
There
it's
you go.
one way or the other, and
Answers
that
that
is why
question.
they are going to be disposing, I hate saying that because it's such a weird word, disposing, but that's what they're doing.
Yeah.
And I think that's going to be probably one of the most telling statements. However, let's see if their lawyers don't try to do some sort of catch-22 thing where the information isn't released to the public. It's possible to make it a private deposition. And if you do a private deposition, they're more likely to speak more openly about what happened, as opposed to if they knew that their deposition was going to be circulated to the general population, they may not speak as openly. So in one hand, yeah, I want to know all the information, but on the other hand, if they do it privately, are they going to give more information about the higher ups and the people that we really want to see go to jail and really want to see convicted of doing things that they shouldn't have done?
So
You know
just
what I
so
mean?
we're clear, Hillary gets on camera and says, quote unquote, well, not so. Oh, a little bird tells me, that there may be, Trump may be complicit with a Russian spy, and this is before Sussman takes it to the FBI. So that right there tells you Sussman knew it. But like you said, they couldn't prove it, so he's acquitted, which is great. But as long as everybody knows the timeline, this, like you said, was almost a month before he goes to the feds with that, and then nothing's done for how many months that they did the $30 million investigation and come up with zero.
Well, it was
That
a
just
year and a half,
stall.
18 months, right?
That was a year and a half stall for $30 million,
Yeah.
$31 million it cost.
I think that when the head of the DNC goes and does we're going to get a lot more information. Even if it's private, the information will get out that was discussed. We just may not see the transcripts. A part of me goes, show us the transcripts. But another part of me understands why showing us the transcripts may not get us as much information. Whereas if they do it privately and guarantee the privacy, that it will lead to bigger things. So it's
So let's fast forward now, because this was basically nothing but Devin Nunes was the one that headed this up. He refused to back down from all this stuff, and he pushed it through. He bails out. Now he's Trump's #1 guy over at Truth Social. So you see a little card playing going on right there. You see what's happening. I think Trump's going to run. in 24.
What do you mean you think? I've been getting freaking donation requests from him for the last 6 months. Of course he's gonna run in 2024.
Oh, me too. Yeah, so there.
Yeah.
He just can't say it yet.
I think
he can play until after the midterms. Is that right, Kate? I don't know.
So he can declare in March after midterms.
Okay.
So in just under a year.
Who do you think he's gonna choose as his running mate?
I think everybody should vote Trump Divine in 24.
Trump Divine?
Yeah.
There we go.
Damn right.
You got a winner.
I thought it's going to be Trump Elder.
Central Trump.
Central Trump? There you go. No, I thought Larry Elder might be his running mate.
So, realistically, if Trump did run in 2024, not who you want, but realistically, who do you think might be his running mate?
Nunes.
You think Devin Nunes would be, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Here's why: is Nunes is in Trump's inner folds, someone that Trump can trust, and
He's got
hence
the toolbox. He's got
he's
all the
got
tools.
he's got the ability, he's got the toolbox. A lot of people were very disappointed when he left to go pursue something outside of government, and I think part of that was that Trump wanted to test him out, build him up, and make it so that he would be the perfect VP. And he is the perfect VP. He has a fantastic record. He has nothing in his closet. He's already been vetted. He's already done tons of work on a lot of different committees. He's a well-known, respected person. And he's also the person who has done a lot of the investigation into the crookedness of the left and also voting fraud and all of that stuff. He pushes that narrative really hard, and he
He's
has
the
the
head of that
trust of
spear.
a lot of
He is
people.
the head of that spear. He's the one that's headed that up from the get-go. He didn't back down.
You know what?
They did that special on Fox Nation. I forget the name of that.
You know what could
The
Trump's
framing of a president or something, whatever it was called.
What's that, Central?
Started with Nunez and ended with him.
you know what could be Trump's tagline for his campaign if he ran again, don't you?
Come get some.
So would that change with you liking Nunez and well, obviously we got two people in Nunez. I know nothing about the person. Would that be your pick if you just what you wanted as opposed to what's more feasible?
I think he's asking
Anybody?
you, Kate.
Anybody.
I don't know.
Like, because I asked what would be the more, the likely route that they would go, and then a route that you would want them to go. Because, mine, Eddie already knows mine, and it's
DeSantis.
never going to happen.
Oh, no, you want
but-
Tulsi Gabbard in there. That's who you want.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the only reason I say that is because there's going to be a lot of people out there, and I can't gauge on this, but Democrats are not obviously don't want to vote for. I mean, I voted for Clinton just out of the did not want Trump because I was fucking told that way. Whatever. But so you need to be able to bridge the gap and reach to the centrists and the more right leaning of the Democratic Party to get them over there. So I would say Tulsi Gabbard, but I didn't know if people would be like DeSantis, Trump, DeSantis. That's kind of what I was.
Personally, I'd love to see Candace Owens as VP.
Me too.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I mean, yeah.
I don't even know why she didn't pop in my head, but that's a good choice, for multiple reasons. She's intelligent. She's let's talk about the elephant in the room here. She's black. That helps out a lot too. But she's intelligent.
She's a female. She's intelligent. She has good Christian rounded values, but also has the ability to cross lines. She's well spoken. She's proven her track record time and time again. She's young. I think that's part of the issue that we're seeing in government right now is there's nobody who represents, and when I say young, I don't mean 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 20. I'm talking about
under
us.
50. I'll be happy with under 50 years old. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking about young when I'm talking about 30 to 50-year-olds. That demographic not represented in Congress or the Senate.
She can't run. She can't run for vice president though. She can't be a running mate. She's only 33, right? Don't you have to be at least? Well, to be president, you have to be 35.
35.
Yes, but she still has 2 years. By the time 2024 comes around, she will be 35.
That's true. Never mind. I forgot totally about that. Yeah.
I mean, I would see that, but Candace Owens does, try to reach across the border or across the lines, but as we all know, that generally doesn't go very well. And we always look at it as oh, she totally owned that person, but the other side, they just leave all frustrated.
Can I throw a name out there that I bet you nobody probably has ever even thought of?
Shabam Samaski.
Go, Eddie.
That's what I was thinking. That's
What do you think
popped in
about
my-
Kaylee McEnany? I always get her last name wrong. His former press.
McEnany?
Yeah. What about Kaylee?
I don't think she has any ambition of doing something up in the political atmosphere. When she over to Fox, she's a great secretary, but she doesn't have the geopolitical abilities that you would need for a VP.
Okay. Her attitude, and just she's intelligent, and just
Yeah,
I
I'm
loved
still
her as
going
a
to say
person.
Nunez. I'm still saying Trump Nunez.
I think that the ticket that would really mess with people would be even like Alan West.
Okay, I don't
Colonel.
even. I'm sorry, I don't know who Ellen
Devin
West
Nunes.
is. Who is that?
Alan West?
Oh, Alan West.
Yeah, Alan West, Texas.
Okay.
Devin
He's
Nunes represents the area I used to live in Central California.
Yeah. So Devin Nunes, I still remember Ben Berkwam and I were driving to Fresno, or we're driving to the Trump rally in Las Vegas when I very first started working for Ben. It was like 2019 or 2017, 2018, and we're getting his phone's just blowing up. A picture of Rose. You guys, everybody knows Oreo Express, right? So it's Ben, Oreo Express, and Devin Nunes, and Josh is sitting there doing this. And so they said, "Oh look, Devin Nunes is hanging out with racists because he's doing the OK sign." All day long, we were getting phone calls about that. Because
he called me. He called me the other day. Just out of coincidence there.
Who?
He either
Josh or Ben?
dialed me, or didn't. Yeah, the first.
Oh, Josh. Yeah.
He either misdialed me or was just calling me to say hi.
He doesn't call just to say hi. That's not his personality. He butt dialed you.
I was kind of surprised. Like, oh, quite a while.
Hey, Wayne.
Hey, what's up, Wayne? How's it going, guys? Carrie Lake.
Hey, Eddie.
Yes.
I'm gonna jump out now because
Sure.
my internet's really acting funny.
All
It's
right,
acting
and
a fool.
once again, thank you again for coming in tonight, and also thank you for helping me with my veteran situation. So thank you so much, Kate.
Oh, of course, always. Anything you need, just let me know.
$20 million.
Okay, well, I can't make that happen, but we'll see what we can do.
A hot conservative wife that likes cripple guys.
Let me do some research and I'll get back to you. No,
Wow. Hey, at least there's There's hope. There's hope. All right. Well, thank you very much. Good night, and I'll keep.
Right.
I'll talk to you later on.
Good night.
Thanks so much. Thanks, Rebel. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, she's gone. Damn, David, are you on a diet or something? What the hell? Your arms look like they're freaking chicken, or like, look how thin your arms are, bro.
Yeah.
Who?
Are you on a diet, or are you just not
David?
feeling good? Yeah, David.
That's just David.
Neither. That's me. That's me.
Just you?
That's
Okay.
just David.
David.
That's David. Hey,
All
David.
right, guys. I got to start my wind down.
All right, good night, Drunk.
All right,
Thank you
Drunk.
for being here.
Anything you want to say? Anything you want to say before you leave?
Yeah, Drunk.
Nice.
How long has it been since you've done your meow meow?
I don't
Months.
even know.
It's been months,
It's
right?
been a while, man.
That was my
Back in the good old days.
Yeah. It's been a while. That's a good song, too. Drunk Uncle doesn't like them, but I like that song. Uh-oh. Everybody's frozen. There we go. Now we're back. All right. Good night, Drunk. Yeah, who likes Stained? Am I the only person here likes Stained? Gra, you like Stained, don't you?
Who? What?
The group Stained. Stained. It's been a while. Central knows that song, I'm sure.
I never heard of that.
You've
I
never...
know that song. I like it.
You've never heard of them? Oh, man.
Oh.
I think they played it at the bar the other night.
Yeah. What's the name of the song?
It's been a while. been a while since I.
Oh yeah, okay.
He's like, yeah, oh yeah, I
Yeah.
know that song. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Name
no,
that
the song. I
tune.
didn't know the name of the band.
I can name that tune in 3 notes.
Okay, two no. No,
Cent-
you can't.
Central, was that your? Did you love that show,
Yes,
Central?
No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
David probably liked that show too, right, David? Because you're a musician, or
Which
you don't
one?
like it? Name that tune.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
The girls in Discord were getting pissed off last night because Hope was playing show tunes. They're like,
Oh, yeah.
what the hell?
Speaking
What
of
is
Hope,
this?
you know what? 2 hours ago, she was trying to show us a picture for Ronnie, and we cut her off because Kate came in. You know, because Kate's time is
Right.
limited. Not saying your time
Yep.
is not limited, but do you want to show us that picture and finish your game, Hope?
Sure.
You remember
Gotta
the
find
game,
it.
right, David Devine, where we guess they show a picture of the person and we try and guess what they're in jail for?
Yep, yep.
She's used to that. I cut her off all the time. Oh, I cut her off all the time. She's used to it.
Shut up, girl.
All right, so here we go, folks. This is who she's showing us. Is this person currently in jail right this second? You believe so? Okay.
He doesn't have a neck.
No.
No, that's the actual picture too.
Hey, I like
The comments on this post are amazing.
I like your fan. Why do I keep saying fan? Your light fixture.
Thank you.
What did that guy do?
Okay, what state? First off, what state is he in?
Texas.
Texas. Okay, so he's in Texas.
Everything's big in Texas, can't you tell?
He does. I mean, what is? He doesn't have a.
He's You know what? Before you even go on, I'm going to predict that this guy was arrested for impersonating Jabba the Hutt.
There you go. Oh my
Right.
gosh.
Yeah.
That could be.
That works.
I finally get to play on this game. I think he, since it's Texas now. Oh man. It's gotta be it's gotta be child pornography. I mean, come on. It's gotta be more of this pedophile stuff.
I'm going with drugs. He was a tunnel rat.
He was a tunnel. I don't think he fit in the tunnel.
I know. No, he was the first one that he just kind of walked through. He didn't even have to.
Oh, he made the tunnel
up.
so everybody else could come through. I gotcha.
Grand Theft Auto.
And what did you guys see that they found a tunnel that was over 100 miles freaking long?
Really?
Coming out of Mexico, 100-mile tunnel.
Well, think about it. The people come here and they work for really cheap. The Hispanic people come to here and work really cheap. Can you imagine how much they work for the drug cartel? They're free.
Yeah.
I'm still. I don't say drugs. If he was on drugs, he would be skinny.
Grand Theft Auto.
I'm going to say molesting a donkey.
Molesting a donkey. There you go.
Grand Theft Auto and indecent exposure.
Grand Theft Auto with indecent exposure is what Central's saying. What do you think, David Devine?
It's theft. Obviously, it's theft.
Theft. All right.
Mhm.
Let's see. Ronnie says it's Grossberger from Stir Crazy. Illegal immigrant says Cajun Cat King. Let's see.
Yeah, gangbanger drugs. I'll go with gangbanger drugs.
View to a Bill. Oh, that's a new name I haven't seen.
I've seen the bill.
You have? That's not Mr. Bill, is it?
No, he's from Wizzy, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, from Wizzy. Okay.
GTAI.
It might be David's.
The reason why I'm going with pedo is because she said, "Oh, I got a picture for you," and we were talking about the pedo earlier. So that's the reason why I'm going with pedo.
Oh, it was a setup. She made you think that.
Yeah, she's in my head. She's living
I'm an
rent
evil
free.
genius, according to Gra.
Ronnie says drugs and burglary. Eric says robbery. All right, so what is it? Or wait, hold on, wait. We got to do this slowly. How old is this person?
Hold on.
Oh, okay. Let's all guess his age. We'll guess his age. I'm going to say 30.
Oh, I think he's like 25.
36. You don't get that.
His
big.
name is Fernando Ramos.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise
He is 39.
39. Oh wow.
Close.
Okay. Now, if you had told me his name was Mike Scott, then freaking. I would be like. All right, so he's 39.
He was
39. See, I think that takes robbery out of the pit. Well, I don't know. Still got to be a pedophile.
All right, so does he have a bond?
Oh yeah, let's talk about his bond price.
I'm not sure. This is an article, news article.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well then, what did he do then?
He was arrested after fatally hitting and dragging a bicyclist and then fleeing the scene.
Hit and run. Okay. Hit and run. And by the way, folks, what do they always say on the TV shows? What do they this person has not been convicted, or what do they say? Somebody remind me.
Guilty until proven innocent in a court of
Yeah,
law.
there we go. Thank you, Central.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Wow. See, so you got me.
He was not impaired at the time.
He was not impaired at the time. Interesting.
I'm sorry, they're innocent until proven guilty. I think I said it the other way around.
They're guilty until proven innocent. Yeah.
Guilty until proven innocent. Yeah.
That's
Speaking of, so
pretty much how the movie works.
that's what it's coming down to these days.
So when Drunk asked about Casino earlier, and I said Heat, you know what? Last night for some reason I wanted to watch Heat, and so I searched Val Kilmer. I couldn't find it anywhere online, but I found a movie from him. It's called Felon. Have you guys seen this movie called Felon?
I think so.
It's like a B movie, right? But I mean, it was really good. It was just about the prisons and what's going on in there, and I'd recommend it.
For Robert.
Speaking of Top Gun, I want to go see that. I'm gonna go see it Saturday probably.
I want to go see it.
Here,
Yeah, you're back here.
I'm back
I
up.
wanna
Awesome.
see it. It looks like they depict the TR-3B, the experimental aircraft.
Really?
There's room to exist. Yeah.
Okay.
The one with the triangle that he flies in later on.
Well, I'm gonna go. Is it called 4D? I think it's called 4D. So here at the cinema here in Fresno, you can go watch it in 4D. Where, like, I watched Bad Boys 2 or 3 or whatever it was in 4D. So when they go through a puddle, they mist sprays and hits you in the face.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Can you imagine though? It's also smell surround, and you're surrounded by these sweaty dudes. Does it smell like BO?
Yeah, so I have a question. So I went and I watched Top Gun all over again, right? Last night. Has anybody watched it recently? Every scene, everybody's sweating like sweating dogs, sweating bullets, like nonstop sweat just dripping off everybody. Didn't they have air conditioners in '84?
The song is playing with.
Not really. Yeah. Maybe not.
As everybody's sweating. Yeah, it's testosterone overload.
Hey, there's Ronnie in the chat. Hey, Ronnie.
What's up,
I mean,
Ronnie?
I like the beach volleyball or the beach volleyball scene.
Oh
in
yeah,
Top
I'm
Gun.
sure you do.
No, wait a minute.
We were talking about beach volleyball the other night, but
Yes.
So who? Okay, so let's give Hope the time here. Who was in that scene? Who did you like looking at first? Wait a minute, you don't say it. Hold on. Let's see how well we know Hope. What's that, David?
I'm going to smoke. I'll be right back.
Okay. So then it's just Central and Gra and I. Let's see how well we know Hope. Who do you think, Central, that Hope found the hottest in that volleyball scene? So there's Val Kilmer, Tom Cruise, Goose, and
Rick
what's the other guy?
Huh? Rick Rossovich.
That's who you think she thought was hottest?
I mean, that's what everybody thought that.
Really?
Everybody I know thought that. All the women I know.
And so he was the other guy? He's the one who did that? Ooh, kind of that guy?
Big muscular dude who's, yeah.
Okay.
He was Slider.
Slider, that's it. Hey, what's up, C? Long time no see. All right, Gra, who do you think Hope was infatuated with from that? We're going to use the word infatuated.
I'm going to say Tom Cruise. I'm going to say Cruise.
Going to say Cruise? I think I have to agree with Central.
Look at that smile on her face.
So who was it, Hope?
Because you're so far off. because it's Rick Ross vehicle.
You're all wrong.
We're all wrong. Was it Goose? Don't tell me it was
Thanks
Goose.
for playing our game.
Val Kilmer.
Val Kilmer? Okay.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, you're talking about his '80s form though, not today's
The
form,
old
right?
Val Kilmer, right? Not
Right.
the new- yeah.
Not when he can't speak and.
Oh, that's rude. This is rude. This
What?
is what he told
I
you.
know, right? You got two cripple guys in the
Well, I mean,
room.
he can't speak with the trach because I mean,
Yeah, throat
it's
cancer.
really sad what's happened to him
Yeah.
because of the what is it, thyroid cancer?
I thought it was throat cancer.
And
Yeah,
I'm not sure what it was, but
Cancer's
But I
big.
know Tom Cruise really fought for him to be in the new movie.
That's
He
what
said
I
he
heard
wouldn't
too.
do the movie unless Val
Yeah.
Kilmer was in it.
Yeah, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah. So here's a question about that movie. I haven't seen it yet. Okay. But at the very end of Top Gun, they say, Maverick, you can go wherever you want. And he's like, I think I want to teach. And at the very end of the Top Gun -- 1, he's a Top
That's
Gun
what he-
instructor.
Yeah.
But in
Yeah.
in Maverick, he's not. Or
Oh, he is.
well, he is, but they Val Kilmer is the
He-
one.
He gets reactivated, I think.
Okay, that might make more sense.
I don't know. I haven't seen it yet, but that would be my guess, is that he gets reactivated. They call up on him as his reserve and tell you, you got to go back out there because we have a mission that only you can do, which leads us to Mission Impossible 6.
Did you know he was not a Scientologist back then? He did not join the Scientology.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, it was Mimi Rogers that got him into it, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's what they said, Mimi Rogers. Yeah. So, and I learned this because a friend of mine posted things you didn't know about Top Gun. Did you know that Goose, Anthony Edwards, he actually started dating Meg Ryan from that movie? They secretly dated for a year.
Yes.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I learned that from the movie. What else did I learn from the movie? And they did not. The director did not like Meg Ryan. He did not want to put her in the movie. He did not like her at
You
all.
know what? That doesn't surprise me. A lot of people don't like Meg Ryan, but
I don't like new Meg Ryan.
she doesn't look like the old Meg Ryan in the
No.
old days at all. She
Yeah.
looks like great grandmother, mummy.
Yeah.
Grandmummy.
No, X-Galaxy, we were not doing any spoilers. All I'm talking about is what you can see in the trailer. That's what I'm talking about.
And that
I
looks
did
like the
read
thing
today
on-
that sorry, Central.
No, that's okay.
What's his name, Max Teller, who's in the movie? He said like he thought he was gonna die like during filming.
Really?
I don't know why, but I mean that was the headline today on one of the.
The ghost of Goose was coming for him.
Well, like they said,
Maybe
like
it was selling.
this movie they used the most cinematography cameras that has ever been. They spent more money on the cameras to film this, and it's supposed to be just excellent photography.
They actually had all the cast in real jets, and they flew them and they had them with the cameras on them, and I mean that's no small task.
Yeah. Speaking of this, so movie information. We got a question for you guys then. As part of this movie trivia that I read about Top Gun #1, out of all the people that had to fly in those planes, because they did fly them in the actual fighter jets, and the pilots did their best to make everybody sick. You know, of course, you're a pilot. You want to see Tom Cruise throw up, or whoever's in there with you. Who do you think?
I don't.
Well, who do you think is the one person who did not throw up? There's only one person that did not throw up. Out of the whole cast of Top Gun, who do you think it was?
Val Kilmer. Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
It's the
I'd
one you
say
least
Kilmer.
expect. Goose was the only one that
What's
did
his
not
guy?
throw up.
The guy that the commander guy that always spills his coffee. What's his name? Skerritt? Tom
Oh,
Skerritt?
Tom Skerritt. He's the one. He didn't spill his coffee. It was never Tom Skerritt that spilled his coffee.
Then it would be Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards is the only one that did not throw up. They said.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'd love it. I would die to go up. Just I'm so screwed up now as it is. I wouldn't care. That would be the, I'd go out doing what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I would love to go up in a fighter.
Oh yeah, me too. So here's some more trivia. You know, cinematographers, they like, you know, they want to get the perfect background and stuff like that, right? So when they were on the Enterprise, they needed some more. They wanted the director wanted the sun to be behind him, but they were sailing in a certain direction that it didn't have the sun behind him, and so the director's like, "Hey, we need the sun behind it." And the Navy said, It costs us $25,000 to do what you want." So he wrote out a check for 25 grand, and so they actually turned the ship around for 25 grand.
I heard that. Yeah, I've heard that.
Wow.
25? No problem.
Yeah, but and this, 25 grand is a lot of money to me now. This was in 1984 when 25 grand was more like 50 grand. You know?
What did they had, like a $40 million budget on that movie,
No, it was 15. The very first Top Gun, it was $15 million. Yep. And I think
so.
it was $10,000 an hour they paid the Navy. $10,000 an hour, something like that.
Yeah, that's why I know Johnny Depp pays his security guards $10K an hour.
Does he really?
No, I'm sorry. No, $10K a day.
Can I be a security guard?
$10K a day.
I'll take that too.
So what do you guys think about that trial?
About what?
About the Johnny Depp trial.
I missed the end of it.
I think he was the victim of abuse.
Mm-hmm. And Amber's.
And Eddie, as we've talked about before, I've been through some similar stuff there myself. I can recognize it. He's been downtrodden. He's been, I don't want to say all the things that were done to him, but I'm familiar with some of it myself, and I can see it when I look at him when he talks.
Yeah. Oh my goodness, just hurt. Johnny, you're a pussy. I didn't beat you up. I was just hitting you.
I've been through that part.
We lost Graw. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's he.
You would know it if I hit you.
Yeah. Like, all right, bitch. The best part of the whole thing though was when Camille, his lawyer, was, so you never gave that $7 million to charity, did you? She's like, yeah, I did. And she's like, no, you didn't. You didn't pay them. She's like, well, I pledged the money. That's the same thing. No, it's not, bitch. No, it's not. I don't know.
I pledged $10 million.
Yeah.
I've given Greg $10 million.
There you go. I pledged it too. Hi, Panda Bear. What?
I pledge allegiance.
Panda's in a loving mood tonight, huh? Uh-oh, there goes Central. Oh, yeah, she took a crap on the bed. Who does that? Well, you know what? I did meet... So I was in Beverly Hills one day, and this guy comes up to me, and he's like, oh, my gosh, it's you, Eddie. And he's, like, talking to me. He's like, yeah, acting like I should know who he was. And I'm like, okay, hey, what's your name? And he's like, you don't know who I am? And I was like, no. He's like, my name's Mondo. And I was like, okay, nice to meet you, Mondo. He's like, no, I'm Mondo. And I was like, okay. He's like, I pooped on Nancy Pelosi's house. And I was like, oh, you're the Pelosi pooper. Why didn't you start out with that?
Pooped in bed.
Yeah.
It didn't work.
Didn't she try and blame it on the dogs? She tried to blame it on the dog. She's like, oh, it was the dog. Anybody that has dogs or cats, you know the difference between dog poop and cat poop and people poop.
Wait, let me try this. Try this again. Pooped in bed.
There you go. No, so you got to do it the right way though. You got to do pigs. You know that's where it came from, right? Pigs in space.
Pigs in space.
There you go. The Muppet Show. Hope, do you know what the Muppet Show is? I know you're not old enough to watch it, but have you ever watched it? The original?
Yeah.
Yeah? I used to love the Muppet Show.
Let me guess, your favorite character was Kermit the Frog.
I don't think so. Was it?
No.
No response at all.
I'm gonna say
No.
I think it was either Animal or the Swedish guy.
No.
No, and neither one of those. Okay, who was it?
Rolf, the dog.
Really? Okay,
Mhm.
interesting.
Or Fuzzy, there's a tie.
Yeah. Oh my god. So I'm an Elks member, right? And these guys are both passed on, but there's two guys that all they would do at the Elks
And we
Lodge.
froze.
Huh?
Oh, you froze again for a second.
Hang on,
Oh, did I?
real quick. I know it's a bit late, but I gotta do this, okay?
Go for it. No, but so these
I haven't
two.
got screen tech set up yet, but I would have had it quicker.
There you go. These two old guys, they would always sit at the bar and all they did was bitch and fucking complain. Like nonstop, just fucking bitch, right? So finally one day what I did is I printed up some pictures, the two old guys up in the theater, and all they did was bitch and complain, and I put their names underneath it, and I posted it all over the Elks Lodge. They fucking tried to get me kicked out of the Elks because I compared them to the two grumpy old guys in the theater. I could have, and this guy, right? This guy, he was a banker. He's a retired banker, but he would show up at the bar every day at 3:30. At the Elks Lodge at 4 o'clock is happy hour, so the drinks are a quarter cheaper. So he wouldn't order a drink until 4 o'clock, so he could save that quarter. So we're at the bar one day, and he really hated my friend Malcolm. Her name is Malcolm, yes, and she was our bartender, right? Or she's one of the bartenders. And he hated her. He always messed with her all the time, right? Because, she was bisexual, and he's like, he's old school. He hated her for being bisexual, right? I didn't care because she gave me stiff drinks. So anyways, this guy comes in the bar, and he orders a round for everybody. And, every day she would ask this guy, hey, Ron, what do you want to drink? He's like, it's not 4 o'clock yet. I just want water, right? So it was like 3:45. This guy orders a round for the whole entire bar. So she gives everybody a drink except for this guy. She hands him a glass of water. And he's like, Malcolm. And she's like, yes. He's like, hey, he ordered a round for the bar. Where's my drink? And she's like, you said you don't drink before 4 o'clock. It's only water, so I gave you water. Pissed him off. Oh my gosh. Ronnie used to be a Muppet. Yeah, Pig Losi got it. Oh my gosh.
Big Losi? Hey, speaking of Big Losi, and Paul brought it up in chat, I wonder what's going to happen to Paul Pelosi.
Nothing.
Nothing.
You think?
Nothing.
Yeah, I guess she could buy his way out in a heart. He's already out, right?
Yeah. Well, not only that, I mean, what are you going to do to somebody that old? You going to stick him in jail?
Put him in there. Anyway.
He's done. Just even for the night. Like, imagine what would happen.
Well, you have to when you get it. So I know from experience, I was stupid and I got a DUI one night. You have to spend the whole night. They won't let you. They put you in jail until you're sober. Then they release you. So they make you sober up.
3 hours apparently.
How many?
So, 3 hours, because that's when he was out.
Yeah, that's what the normal timeline is 3 hours. But do you notice they don't mention what his BAC was?
0.99.
Possibly. So
Well, I hope that they sentence him to no ice cream bars.
Well, I know, right?
What, Eddie?
Hope says that mint and chocolate do not go together. What do you
They
think,
do
Central?
not. Ugh.
You agree?
I agree.
Thank you, Central.
I agree. I'm not crazy about mint with anything. Like mint chocolate chip ice cream. Mint junior mints.
Nope. I won't eat those.
Peppermint patty.
Andy's mints. Ugh.
Oh,
Can't
Andy's
stand
mints are the
peppermint
best.
patty. Or her friend Marcy.
You don't like peppermint patty? Oh my gosh.
No.
I don't like peppermint patties either.
The government. I stand the government.
What would you do for a
Oh wait,
Klondike
you're
bar?
going off on the wrong route there, Central.
All right,
Wrong route.
what would you do for a Klondike bar? What would you do for a Klondike
That
bar?
doesn't have mint in it. That doesn't have mint in it.
No, but it just popped in my head.
What would Jesus do for you? 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 What would Jesus do
I think Jesus can have all the Klondike bars he wants.
Turned all the water into Klondike bars.
Water? What do you mean water and Klondike bars?
Well, instead of water to wine, he turned the water into Klondike
Oh.
bars.
I got
God,
it. Huh?
Eddie, you're slow or what?
Hey, I'm on mushrooms tonight. Leave me alone.
Oh, wow, man.
Yeah. Doing the mushroom thing.
Yeah, man.
You know.
Huh? You know, the thing, man, the thing.
You know what the latest candy bar, though, I've been eating is the Heath bar. The Heath or Scores.
I like Heath bars.
Yeah, I like Heath.
Score, yeah. I like Score better than Heath for some reason. They're basically the same thing, but Score tastes better.
Does it? I like Heath better, but maybe it's just because they're bigger. They're just a little bit bigger.
They're bigger, but I think Score uses, like, real sugar in the chocolate, and Heath, I think, probably uses high fructose corn syrup. I don't know. I could be wrong. They could both
Whatever
be
my head.
HFCS.
How are you typing, Hope? I don't even see you typing.
I type.
She's like, yeah. Oh my gosh.
She stays cool about it. She doesn't let anybody know. She's like, I'm cool.
I'm a ninja.
She's a ninja? Oh my goodness. She can multitask.
You know what she? You know what her favorite characters to type are? Is the typing ninja?
What is that?
Slash, back, slash.
I can never get forward slash or backward slash. Which is which?
I know.
They told me I called customer service for a place today to help some, get some help with some drivers I was working on because they were all screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
He says, and then hit the forward slash. And I'm like, which one is that, dude? And then he goes, oh, that's the one with a question mark. No, wait, that's the one with the. Well, no, that is the one with the. He's like, you know what? Wait a minute, I gotta talk to my supervisor. And I'm like, I'm not the only one.
I think one of my favorite parts in a movie is what was that? Olympus Has Fallen, and Gerard Butler's character's trying to put in the code to stop the missiles from being launched, and the guy's like telling the code said hashtag, and he's like, what? Hashtag. And then like, what is it? Whatever it is, shift 3 or whatever, and so
HTAG.
Shift 3, and so then he gets it because it was just like he doesn't know what hashtag is.
Oh yeah. What about? Okay, so my favorite one though is stuff like this was in a movie. Have you seen The Hangover 2?
No.
Okay, well, the little Asian guy, I forget his name, but Mr. Chow, he needs to give everybody his password, huh?
Ken Jeong?
Yeah.
The actor?
Yeah. Ken Jeong.
You forgot who Ken Jeong is? How can you forget that? He only talks about himself
all the time.
Constantly.
Kind of like Central Scrutinizer.
I do not.
I'm messing with you. But no, so in The Hangover 2, he has to give their password. And he's like, it's baloney 1. And they're like, why is it baloney 1? Why would you put your password baloney? He's like, well, it just used to be baloney, but now they make you put the 1 afterwards. Don't you hate that? Well, I mean, don't you hate that? You log into whatever it is, and after like 3 or 4 months, they're like, you need to change your password. Like, motherfucker, I just memorized it. Now you're going to make me change my password again?
That's when you change it, and then you go into your settings and you change it back to the original one.
They won't let you. They won't let you anymore.
Oh, I've done that.
No, it says, please change your password to something you haven't previously used. It's like,
in the last 8 times.
Right?
I like to use one password. I gotta admit, sometimes I rubber stamp because it's easier that way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to remember some randomly generated 72 character password that they want to give me. No, I want it to be like dog shit. Something easy to remember.
Right?
Password 123 4. Hey, nope, you gotta have a special character in there.
I'm that way.
Pluto #1.
Well, I like to have the same password like you too, right? But it's a special, like, it's something nobody will ever guess, right? But I have a friend, right? And this is just his Wi-Fi password. I go to his house. He's in the military, and I'm like, hey, bro, what's your password? He's like, all right, it's 5, 24, ampersand, little squiggly line. I mean, it's like, dude, it's your fucking Wi-Fi password. He's like, Eddie, I need to be protected. It's like, dude, come on, bro.
How does this guy lock up his guns? I just have a safe. He's got a biometric lock with a 24 character.
Probably.
Coded. And it's on a random changing basis. You know, the cycle. It's like you need an enigma machine to figure it out.
Well, he is one of the, he is
in your eye.
He is a technical or whatever. He's like some kind of consultant or whatever, right? So he knows all. He's like, Eddie, you don't know what people can do when they get your Wi-Fi password. They can get your checking account. I'm like, they're gonna fucking work. They're gonna get it anyways, you know?
Yeah.
You know when you have to write like your account information when you like pay your credit card or whatever, if like you write a check, it's like, if somebody's going to, you know, pay my bill for me, I will give them my account number.
You still write checks?
A bill, right? And it's like $1,000-some bill, right? And they're like, now, what is your account number on that? Well, we need the
What's your password?
We need the special code that we sent you to make sure it's your.
Oh, my internet.
Let them do it. You give me a break.
Now, where I work, we do call up and pay bills for other people, so if they need help, so.
But that's
that is a thing. Yeah, but I mean.
Sign me up. Pay my bills.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you want to pay my bills for me, yeah, go ahead. You can pay my bills. Can you pay my truck payment first? That's the most expensive thing I got.
Eddie, believe it or not, I'm almost debt free, and I'm not joking about this. I'm
wow.
Really?
I'm almost debt free. Yeah. Year trying. I've been debt free 3 times for about a week. So we'll see how it goes this time.
Yeah, I was debt free, but then I bought a freaking $80,000 truck. So
if I was debt free, then I got married.
When I was younger, there was this guy I worked for, and he's like, Eddie, you know why I buy prostitutes? And I was like, well, because you're horny? He's like, no. He's all there. I pay him to leave.
I just say it's cheaper to rent.
And he said that too. He's like, I've been divorced 4 times. You know how many strippers I could have bought for that?
He could be a pimp for that.
Right? I mean, every time you get divorced, they take half your shit. Right? Pissed me off when I got divorced. They're like, well, you got to give her half of what the house is worth. I'm like, I paid for the house myself. Well, you still got to give her half, Mr. Block.
I didn't because I had a loophole that I used before I got married, but I don't know if you should. It's a legal loophole. Hey, I put it in my family name. I sold it to a family member for $1.
There
put
you
it
go.
in their name before I got married.
Before you got married, that was smart.
I was living in someone else's house.
I have a friend who he lives in his grandmother's house. She passed away like 30 years ago, but the house was put in a trust, so he still pays on the third, like, so 30 years ago, whatever the taxes were for the house, that's what he still pays for the house, the taxes.
Oh well.
On third, you know, shit. I wish I had that. That guy is the cheapest guy in the world, though. He's like Alan from frickin' 2.5 Men. As soon as it comes time to pay a bill, he's like.
I've honestly never watched 2.5 Men.
You never watched?
I've watched it from time to time.
Oh, it's funnier than shit. I love that show.
Charlie Sheen. I like RealDealEddie. I think millions all the talent.
No, I never really watched it.
Charlie Sheen and what is it, Major League?
Yeah. Just a bit outside. Best quote of the whole fucking movie.
Wild Thing.
Oh, that one was good too. Or remember the Buddha guy? What did the picture do? He peed on the freaking Buddha or something like that, or?
What movie is this?
Major League.
Major League.
Oh, Jobu.
Jobu, yeah, that was his name, Jobu.
Didn't he have like a Buddha in his locker?
And he fed him rum.
He stole
his
rum. It is very,
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jobu's rum. Then at the end of the movie, when the guy couldn't hit a curveball, remember that was his big deal. I asked Jobu, help me hit a curveball. He's like, you don't help me hit curveball, Jobu.
Fuck
I
you,
say,
Jobu.
Fuck you, Jobu.
Yeah. Right?
Alright.
So.
That was, incidentally, Dennis Haysbert. He played the president on 24 for the first couple of seasons.
I never watched that show once.
He was also the, was it Allstate? Allstate?
Oh, yeah, that's him, yeah.
Yeah.
State Farm. No, State Farm is the other guy.
Yeah, it was Allstate.
Yeah, I think it's Allstate, yeah. He still does the commercials.
Does he still? Wow.
Yeah.
I never watched 24.
He was president of the United States for like the first 3 seasons of 24. Maybe 4 seasons, but he was...
Never watched it.
Great actor. He's a great actor.
Yeah. So, I think I told this story recently, but I don't think you've heard it, Central. So when I was a plumber, we went to this lady's house, right?
When I was a plumber, okay, go ahead.
So anyway, so we go to this lady's house, right? She's from the Middle East somewhere, and her water pipe's broken. And I was like, all right, ma'am, the water pipe's broken right here. I got to dig. I'm gonna, remove the tree and I'm gonna fix the pipe. And she's like, oh,
I gotta
no.
stop you real quick, Eddie. This already sounds like a euphemism for something. Her water pipe's broken.
No, it's something real.
Yeah,
it's all real.
Go
It's
ahead.
all real.
Go ahead.
So this lady, she's like, oh no, you can't take out that tree. That tree is my God. And I look at her, and I'm like, but your water pipe's broken. I gotta take the tree out to fix it. About this tall, right? And so my apprentice is just, my apprentice is from El Salvador, right? And he's kind of looking at me, and he knows that I got a smart mouth, right? I like to talk shit. So I look at this lady dead in the eyes, and I'm like, well, if he's a god, he can survive being out of the ground for 2 or 3 hours, so I can fix your water pipe, and then when we put him back, it'll be okay. And she looked at me, and she's like, okay, you're right. He is a god. He should be able to live through 2 hours out of.
And you can't kill my God by pulling him out of the ground by the roots.
Needless to say, yeah, I killed the tree.
You killed her God.
But I fixed her pipe.
She planted a seed and grew a new one.
That's she right?
Remember the Dane cook, sneezing with the tree, not sneezing with the tree, but in an elevator and turns into a whole thing that ends with the tree, the lumberjack.
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay.
It's a great story. I'll have to send you that link too.
That's now the sneeze effect?
See, now you got me thinking of trees. What recently happened that had to deal with the tree that's really nasty that's going through my head now because you had to bring up trees? Central.
I can't talk about this that I know.
Madonna.
I don't know.
Talking about Madonna.
Oh.
Where the tree grows out of her.
Huh?
You haven't seen that?
Don't ask.
So Madonna started her own her own cryptocurrency. And in the commercial, she's like, we all started. Just look it up. The tree starts coming out of her vagina and turns into this big, huge tree. Disgusting.
Especially at her age.
I didn't find her hot even when she was younger.
That's probably what is going on, though. That her 90-year-old status.
Yeah, she's growing. She's definitely growing something down there.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, freaking
It's a fungus.
Gross says the best 2.5 episodes was with Candy. Candy was Alan's wife for a little bit. She was smoking hot.
Don't know Alan.
Alan is what's the guy from 16 Candles, the nerdy guy?
Ducky?
Ducky, yeah, he was Ducky from 16 Candles.
No, his name's not Alan.
No, in the TV show his name is Alan.
Oh, okay. I mean, because his name's John. John Cryer.
John Cryer, yeah, that's his name. He's gay, right?
No, he's not gay. I don't think so.
Really? I would have thought he was gay.
So.
I'm gonna Google it.
Isn't that so nice that these days it's right at your finger? Is John Cryer gay? Enter. Google says. I mean, isn't it great that we have that convenience now?
Oh, I love it.
Look up and
He is not gay.
He's
I
not?
didn't think so.
Oh, wow. I do love that though, Central, because I'll be you're in a fight with somebody, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. It's this. No, it's not. It's this. Well, let's look it up.
Yeah. John Cryer played Lex Luthor in Supergirl.
I never watched Supergirl.
Never watched Supergirl. See him as Lex Luthor.
But my God, is it woke? It is so woke. It's disgusting.
I don't know. Cosmic Squirrel says, I missed you too. I don't know who they're talking to. Are you talking to us? He has a wife? Just because somebody has a wife does not mean that they're not gay.
He's been married twice.
Huh?
So twice over, not gay. Kenny says he's definitely gay. No, I don't think he is.
I don't know. I don't know. He seems like it to me. But who am I to guess? Who am I? Alright, guys. It's like 10 o'clock.